Hey, DOT community, this is a lot coming at you with a Poisonous Edge Conquest Monday night live stream. Bum, 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 bum. Of course, this is when you tune in Monday night for some Conquest action here at 8:20. A little late on the 8 o'clock start, but it's all right. It's all right. All right, yeah, Sagunga's back. We know what she does. I'm not going to really go over that. If you don't know what Sagunga does, her skills are right here. But it's all about the triple battle drops and possibly some stuff in the milestone rewards. Not the Echoes of War. But we're going to go look at the milestone rewards. Spellcraft. If trying to upgrade your spells, it's not bad. Other than that, for other players, Spellcraft is probably one of the least participated events for higher level players. And oh man, I love Conquest. I really do. So I wanted to get into it. Of course, I used up all my warp stones that I had to start with. I'm in the middle of 4. So, rank 13,000. And I just used all the 70 I got from the beginning and then the 20 you get in the rewards. So, this is where I'm at. Of course, what is it, level 48 Crystallis? 49, sorry. Level 49 Crystallis just wrecks all these early levels. Of course, it's to be expected, but pretty quick too, so it is nice. You don't have to spend as much time in the actual levels. But what's up, Riger? Can you hear me? Is Discord working tonight? Maybe. Maybe not. I hope. All right, so let's see who's here in the chat. I do appreciate everybody joining in. Right above below, and you are first. What's up, King Uhtred? Ty Harding, Extinction, Arturo, Aries Born, Corey Truelove. Any word on when the next mage will be? Fire, Earth, Lightning? I think it's going to be the Solar Mancer. And Solar, some are saying Fire, Solar, I don't know. I think it's going to be Fire from Solar Mancer. Yeah, no, and there's nobody on Discord. Or, I mean, there is people on Discord, but nothing's coming out of Discord, so hold on a second. Yeah. I got everything up. Riger's here, but I can't hear him for some reason. Let me see. Go ahead, Riger, say something.
Oh, no.
There he is. Cool.
Alright. I've been hearing you.
Alright, good. Because I don't know why for a while there I could not. I was going through each person to see if anybody was specifically muted,
We can hear you.
but no. I actually had to jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, that's what I did a couple times.
Yeah. Alright, well it started working, so I'm not going to have a problem. Alright. Alright, let's see. So where's everybody else in this conquest? Obviously, if you're not interested in the rewards, you can. It's understandable, but you still want to at least, use all your free stuff that you get along the way.
Yeah, Plinth 4.
Plinth 4, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I'll probably find myself either at 7 or 8. 8 is usually where I like to be at because I like to grab that 4-star prestige food. Because after 6, you actually see your first 4-star relic, that Dory. Which, if you don't have it, it's a Panther relic that if you don't have a bunch of good Panther relics, it's definitely something that you can use. But it's not top tier Panther relics. We got a bunch of those, and many will say, if it was Panther muzzle, it'd be a huge difference.
Ooh. Panther muzzle would be sweet.
Yeah,
even the carvings in here though.
Yeah, but see that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Now mount armor. This is kind of lightning. I mean, this is a battle drop, but it is harder to guarantee you're gonna get what's it called? A lightning version of it. So I can't say that it's not something that comes around all the time, but it is a guaranteed lightning mount armor if you don't have one. But at the same time, though, too, in the age of melee and ranged resist and all elemental resist relics, you may not end up using a mount armor in your build, depending on the relic setups that you have. So, again, this is something that isn't absolutely necessary, but some may use it. Toxic Tonic is notable, definitely, as well. It's definitely used in the builds here or there, not in every build. But it's a Panther's resist against all elements relic, so you can't say that it can't be used or be useful at some point or another. Of course, Epic Token, I always want to make sure to mention, it's always good to get the Epic Token. And do we have a regular token in here too, or no? No, yeah, we do. Right there, Titan Token. Now, of course, the Epic is more important because of an Altar of Abundance. You're going to be getting some sort of 4-star, whether a Relic or a Titan. But I will continuously mention Altar of Abundance when it comes to Epic Tokens. Collect as many as you can, save them up for later. And then, yes, just like Ryger said, right here, the one relic in here that I wouldn't mind having another copy of, and I think many of you wouldn't mind another copy of, is Forest Carving. Now, is it a relic that you have to do the entire conquest to get this relic? The answer to that is no, because it has been seen a few times already, and I'm going to say it's going to be available more times in the future, but it is a very good Panther relic, and it is something that you can have a whole bunch of them and not feel crappy about it, because there is definitely uses for it pretty much on any kind of Panther Titan.
I'd say it's good on pretty much every Poison Titan.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why it's one of those relics that, you know, if anything, you could put it on that same kind of tier with, like, Banner of War, Warrior's Ring, but the thing is, though, it's specifically used with Poison Titans. You don't have to, because it's Titan and Troop poison damage. But the thing is,
it's specific to Panthers.
Yeah. So no, you're not going to use it on pretty much anything else. But still, like I said, it doesn't have that universal use just because it's not for everything. But still, very good. And like I said, many players, including myself, don't mind having a whole bunch of them. Let's see. What's up, Master B? House, we should come to silver with me with all that VP. Yeah, right? Well, let's see.
Is that where House fled to?
Yeah, you went to Silver League. All right, so that's pretty much my recap. Jade Rat, I mean, the only thing I'm going to mention about that is, since it's got Titan Poison damage, it's just another armor-piercing critical relic. Not as, monumental as the Toxic Tonic and or the Forest Carving. So, again. And Sagunga and especially Arca. Arca, if you need him for Pantheon, if you're a collector, that is the option. Otherwise, Arca and Sagunga at this point pretty much are prestige food for Poison Titans. So, there you go. And since we don't have even though you got you got Growthern out there, right? Growthern's rocking. Let's see. I'm just thinking there's still supposed to be another Poison Mancer coming up, and even though we already have. But that's the thing, though. Some are saying that it could possibly be like an attack version instead of a more defensive build version like Growthern. But we'll see. Thank you, Artemis. Cool. Well, I'm just going to say, besides from grabbing as many possible battle drops, I am also going to be leveling up and maxing on stream. I'm going to show where it's at. If you didn't get to see this on my previous stream when I pulled my 7K DGs.
Oh, yeah.
I got my Hornet's Fury up to 5 before Conquest. Now, I haven't been playing all day, unfortunately. I was working. But as much as I can here on the stream tonight, I'm going to be taking this Hornet's Fury, and we're gonna max it on the stream. So we're at 5 right now, and I think it's like halfway through 5, so I might be on my way to 6. So we're just going to battle it out. I got 63 stones right here, so like I said, it's just going to be a forging frenzy towards the end.
Yeah, I maxed out my Widow's Bite when it started.
Nice, Riger. Now, what else does it? We've got 23 people watching in the chat. How many people are pulled a 5-star relic recently that are leveling it up during this conquest? And which one are you? Which one is it, or which ones? If you pulled more than one.
Been debating on pulling another.
Well, that's the thing, Riger. How many DGs do you have?
A little under 9.
Well, see, you're at a position that you could easily swing back into the 14, 15K range not too long from now and have an option. Whereas when I did mine, it knocked me down to 5K, making it so that if I wanted to jump on any DG Titans in the near future, it would be very difficult to jump in right at the beginning.
Yeah, you're looking at easily skipping whatever the next ones are.
Mm-hmm. Which, in all honesty, if the arthropods would have wound up to be another situation like the Ambers, where they didn't seem to be that useful right away on anything, like, you know, if there was just seemed, or like the Goldens when they first came out, everyone was still like, I'm still pulling Norse, right. You know, so because of that, I was a little until testing and until like things were happening. A lot of great things, not just on my test stream, but on other people as well, testing things out and talking about all different things that are, you know, really working out for a lot of players.
That new set is really good.
Yeah, and it seems that whether the next DG Titans are amazing or not, that this set is going to be good for now and for a while. That's what I wanted, you know? And I was trying to bestow this idea upon the rest of NTG War earlier, because one of the players was asking about, is this set of DG relics worth it, you know? And I was saying yes, you know? And pretty much whatever one you get more or less dictates which Titan you're really going to invest your time into. So,
right.
Anyway.
Yeah, once we're done with all the Rangers, unless you're lucky enough to pull the Dragonfly, at which point, fantastic.
Yeah, the Dragonfly, well, this is what I was putting in the chat. I was like, you pull a Dragonfly, your Necro is awesome. You pull a Scorpion, your guy is awesome. you pull a Hornet, your Mahaha is awesome. Like, it just, each one, it was just like, yeah, all right, whatever one you get, you just go ahead and go with it, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be what you're going to use for this meta.
Right? Yeah. Now the thing was, they pulled a Beetle, and the thing was, they said they already had a Dragon Slayer relic, 5-star, on their Rostam. And I was like, well, kind of. I have the same thing on my Rostam still with Dragon Slayer. And I thought, you know, I don't know if I really would substitute the Beetle on Rostam with that. I was like, even though he's like, you know, I just feel like Dragon Slayer is still a better 5-star for Rostam on defense. But
for specific Titans, the originals
and
better.
I also said in chat as well, I said, you know what? I can't say that, you know, because we're in this Ranger Archmage meta, I can't say, well, we'll just wait for the Meta Guardian to come out and we'll see what happens, you know, because in most cases in the past, we've been able to say that because if the Guardian of that meta hasn't been released yet, well then, obviously keep the Dragon Slayer on your Rostam, and maybe this 5-star will be great on the next Guardian. But it could easily be 3 or 4 months until we see a new Guardian, you know. So with that said, you know, I don't want to.
Oh right, because we already got the reskilled Valkyrie, so we're not getting that.
How many? Well, and that's the thing too. Any of these reskilled, re-released Guardians that happen in the meantime, I'm not going to say that you should be putting. Yeah, I mean you can, but most likely you're going to want to put the newest 5-star on the next Meta Guardian instead. You know. Oh, wow, House. Zalan, I heard if you hit Churros Garrison, you level 5 stars faster. I might have heard that, too. That's an interesting idea. Let me know how it works, House.
House would actually have to come back to Legends League to try it.
You got Golden Bow? Headbanger. Wait, did you pull a Golden Relic? Is that what you're talking about? Yoshi's Yumiya? Is that what happened? Yeah, there it is. Working on finishing Blade, then the Mantis. Also have to consider Axes. Well, yeah, Axes of War is going to be coming up here in the next weekend's event, even though we pretty much know that at this point, because if it's a Hell Finish Plus event, then it has to be Axes of War. Golden Relics are for the last meta and current meta. What's up, Christian Woods? And cheaper. That's true, Headbanger. They are cheaper. What's up, Mr. Vintage? Bad Mother Trucker. You're banned from Legends House? Interesting. Banned. All-time banned, apparently. Yo, so, since Vintage changed his name to Mr. Vintage, that, Not Mad Enough song that I hear on the radio by, what is it? Who are the people that sing it? Here, hold on. I came up with this just today. Oh, hold on. It's so good. Hold on. Yeah, Smith and Myers. It's Not Mad Enough. The song is called Not Mad Enough. And in the beginning, it goes, hey, Mr. Hopeful. And I just changed it to, hey, Mr. Vintage, we need another 5-star tier video. You can just do whatever the heck you want. I was just making up my own stuff as I go along, It's like, my meta titans just hit the ground. I'm not mad enough. I'm not mad enough. You could just change everything. It was just fun. I was having a great time with it. But I just because he changed his name to Mr. Vintage, the whole beginning of that song, I was like, man, I can make this straight into DOT. I do that all the time, though. I've changed a few other things, too. And I've done this with plenty of other stuff in the past, when I've worked other jobs as well. Also, I can do it for my current job as well, but I'm not going to make fun of my boss here.
Probably not the best idea.
Yeah, right. Sounds like a grocery store, Smith and Myers, one-stop Titan stop. One-stop Titan stop. They're funny. But anyway, I thought that was funny. Because every once in a while, when you change the lyrics around, then you'll hear it like that all the time.
All right, Z, I came on to give the bad news.
What? What happened,
It is
Vintage?
Vintage.
I'm not going to do a 5-star tier list right now because the only 5 stars that matter right now are the Ranger ones.
Uh-huh.
This is true.
It's the only defender is a Ranger. The only attacker is a Ranger. So I'm not going to bother.
Understandable.
Ranger relic.
Understandable.
So yeah, right now, Ranger relics. That's all you want.
That's what you want. But if you still, we're not going to downplay Axis of War for next weekend though, Vintage. Axis of War next weekend. Just saying.
No, get it.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, the next meta is going to be all berserkers.
Right? So, I mean, if you don't have it, myself and Vintage and anyone else here on Discord and everyone in chat that has it or has played the game long enough knows that you should definitely get at least one. So definitely get it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe more than one. So
yeah, and Lexstream, I agree with House. Get a second Axis of War because it has defensive utility. It does. Range resist, critical. I mean, we're in the age of offensive, defense titans.
oh man.
What did Headbanger pull?
I don't know. He hasn't typed in yet.
He says, I just pulled one. Pulled one what?
Yeah.
I went ahead and threw away all my divine gems too. So, I did. I got the same crap that I got in the gold ones.
No.
I got the Infiltrator and I got the freaking Paladin one.
No.
Yep.
You got Widow's Bite and the Mantis?
In the Mantis.
Vintage.
Just disgusting.
It is. I expected the Widow's Bite. I really did. And I think because I expected it, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I pull Infiltrator and Paladin. My account's locked into it.
Incredibly frustrating. Oh yeah, Headbanger pulled a Yochi's Yumiya Golden Relic. That's what it was.
That's cool. Because basically all the Ranger, you can almost call them all God tier right now. Because, I mean, is there a single viable Guardian 5-star relic right now? They're good, but is that going to make you good enough on offense or defense to call it meta? I say no. So I don't know. It's one of those spots. It's like I can come up with a tier list, but it's
yeah, exactly.
Can I call? Even the Hornet, right? I freaking love that relic.
I know.
Freaking love that. I know. Okay. In any other case, I'd be instantly call that God tier because you get 5 extra troops, dude.
Yeah.
But right now, I mean. Mahaha, yeah, kinda meta.
Yeah, that's why I'm holding back on Prestige. That's why.
Yeah, but I mean, with Mahaha, can you beat Necromancer? I don't think so, man.
Especially not with Dragonfly.
Yeah. Well, if you have Dragonfly, the only thing that can beat you is Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Would you consider using Widow's Bite on Zabroken? No, actually, I'm not asking. Vintage says he's done with Zabroken. You said that before.
I'm done with Zabroken.
Yeah, that's right.
You want me to level a 5-star relic for Zabroken?
Yeah, no. Vintage is coming to your house. Don't even ask.
Yeah. Zabroken's going to always be around on the fringes because it's just this preposterously overpowered, old school type infiltrator.
Yep.
But I think she might have lost the title of most powerful spellcaster, but the thing is, it's still so freaking good that it's the combo. That's where Thor can't hang with Zabroken. Zabroken herself as a solo infiltrator is just so good.
See, Nade, the odds are 1 in 6. What are the odds I get a 5-star bow from my necromancer? There's 6 in there. It's 1 in 6.
Well, theoretically.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Theoretically. Same as
Yeah, it depends what your account's coded for. If you pull Ranger relics, you'll probably pull a Ranger relic.
I'd like to know who does pull majority Ranger relics. Please speak up, because whoever you are,
I don't know.
I don't know too many people that specifically tell me they've
pull
got
50% Ranger relics.
Have you?
Well, this is your time.
They've been pretty well balanced. I haven't repeated the class. Allow everybody. Yeah.
Did you, Arturo? You beat a Necro P1 with Dragonfly with Achilles. Now, what was your Achilles, though? Was he, like, high prestige or what, Arturo? Like to know. Vintage, how many battles?
Yeah, I guess nobody's got physical resist probably because who's attacking with physical? I could see it. Because if you don't have all the relics, then you may not have full elemental resist on your necromancer.
It's true.
You know, like right now, if I was building up a defensive titan and I couldn't quite get all elemental resist capped, I would just cap ice.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the attacker right now.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, somebody beat my necromancer with life spark the other day. I was like, oh, it's because I don't have poison.
Headbanger says he's pulled lots of Stormbringer. Oh, nice, Headbanger.
Yeah, now's your time.
Right?
Pull the bug. Pull the dragonfly. You're instantly the god of the server.
Thing is, even though I pull 50% Ranger relics, I don't actually have enough DGs for it.
Yeah. And that's the thing about this game, especially when it comes to 5 stars. It's, if you don't have the right 5 stars at the right time, then the next step is, do you have any divine gems to try? I mean, I say for months, and then I just blew all mine getting trash. Sucks. Now I got to spend 3 more months saving, and presumably it'll be a new meta, and maybe I can actually get something I need.
Man, Vintage, I thought you would at least get 1 out of the 2 that of the 3 set, which is Scorpion, Hornet, and Dragonfly. But
yeah, I mean, my expectations were set. I'm like, I know I'm going to get 1 of the 2 I don't want. I mean, of course, I was disappointed to get them both, but
man,
what do you expect out of this damn game? The casino. The house always wins.
Right? Machead says, last 4 pulls, all divine touch. If you're, just so you know, Machead, if you want to, you can start saving those DGs for something a little bit higher than that first altar. Not the first one, but the 2000 altar, because I believe all of those relics are going to be reoffered again for Finish Plus events. Now that does mean you would have to complete the event to get that 5-star, but it's a guarantee on which ones you're going to get. That's the only upside to those types of events. But I do predict them to be happening again after the Norse relics are finished. It's only a suggestion.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because if you pulled 4 of the same, I would just be so upset with that altar. I would just only want to choose which ones I want and literally invest in those events. Now, they're typically about a month apart, each one. So it does give you time to save up in between. Like, for instance, this next weekend after coming up with the Axis of War, I really want that relic. I don't have it at all, and I've needed it for years.
Oh, it's super psyched.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why this weekend is such a big deal with that relic. It's not really about the Titan, to me, me at all.
It's not about health.
Yeah. Whether they do a synergy and reskill or any of that kind of stuff, that's not my main concern. It's Axis of War.
So. Yeah, that's a good call, Artemis. Not only is it Axis of War, and maybe Hell's good, maybe she's not, but there's going to be a couple other juicy relics in there.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's going to be, let's just put it this way, being that the 5-star relic is at the very end, they're going to definitely, it's going to be filled, every team's going to have a crap ton of finishers, if not everybody,
After the Norse 5 stars are done in like June-ish time frame, then it'll be the originals again, and maybe they'll compress it to where they, maybe it's 2 in 1 or something.
Well, if they do 2 in 1, then they could still do 30s, or they could just do 1 and just do them at 25, because the 25s weren't bad. It was just the simple fact that they weren't they weren't an actual 5-star relic. They were giving us 4-star relics. So
that's a good call. Maybe they are 25Ks.
If they do 25Ks,
so then that puts us into that fall time frame when it's either going to be Divine Titans or a new set of Divine Relics.
Yeah. I think it's Divine Titans are next, and next set of Divine Relics will be actually more around the November, December, or January, February. One or the other.
Yeah.
But Divine Titans, I think, will happen next, because with Growthorn and Nephilinus being downgraded in price, but also upgraded in skills multiple times, and given synergy relics, I truly believe that they're not going to run until the end of the year by themselves.
If I would have pulled Dragonfly right off the bat, first pull, I was going to give serious consideration to getting Growthorn. No joke.
Oh. Interesting. Because you would have just saved your rest of your DGs and just pushed a little bit further in the next event or two?
No, I would have had it.
Oh, you would have had it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Val. Thank you for joining.
That was going to be kind of the dream scenario, because I would have had a 5-star relic, a Growthorn, and the Opus to level during Conquest.
Wow.
That would have been extra fun, actually.
Yeah, totally. Man. That's what I did with Lifespark. I pulled Axis of War, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting Lifespark, and I'm going to level him in Conquest.
Jesus. And Vintage, you were watching and cheering on everyone else pulling 5 stars for them to level for Conquest, and here you have 2 that you don't. I'm so sorry, Vintage. It does suck. It really does.
I'll level the Paladin one. I'll throw it on Iangura on an island and see if it is as bad as I think it is.
Okay. Just the way you said that, Vintage, now that I think, like, well, I mean, at least he's trying to be as positive as possible, DOT community.
Well, you got to work with what you got.
Right.
If you got trash, you got to try and polish the trash and make it as untrashy as you can.
Right. Oh yeah, Headbanger. Yeah, Vintage still does okay with his original 5 stars in his battles. Yeah, well, I use certain original 5.
Stormbringer's great.
Yeah, Stormbringer's so good, and I can't wait. And I think Vintage is with me on this, and many others is we can't wait for Stormbringer to come back around for another time with the Finish Plus.
Oh, believe it! I'll get another one.
I'll get another one too. Oh man.
the great thing about the original set, with the exception of Shadow Dancer, of course.
Of course.
But the other ones, they're just good. They're just good. You know? The others, you can kind of pick nits with it, right?
Well,
You know, for instance, I just got the new Paladin one. Oh, it's the new set. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, but it's freaking armor. It's armor, man. And they've never gotten armor right. What they do is they give idiotic amounts of armor to troops that can't actually leverage it. You know, that's why Goliaths never have high armor. And then they give high armor to, like, freaking militia and panthers.
Well, maybe right after or maybe during this current meta, we'll get a paladin that is super armor based. Just because you keep saying this, Vintage, maybe.
Yeah, I just want them to put good armor on a good troop. I mean, on a different troop, I should say. Because Necrosa, Panthers had high armor. Iangura, Panthers had high armor. You know, what's her face? Runa, Militia, had high armor. I mean, you know, Runa was good for literally 6 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then she got put directly on island defense.
But not before they could sell her in the altar.
Right? Beowulf. Good point, Artemis. Yeah, and Machead just said they should have given it 3 times health. That was definitely something that was pointed out before, too, as well, and very much agreed that if it had 3 times health instead of 3 times armor, it would have been a lot more effective. Crap. Stupid woods.
Well, Beowulf's a berserker. And he's spearman, right?
Beowulf is spearmen and archers.
Yeah. But his armor isn't very high, is it? His invoke has nothing to do with armor. No, when I'm talking armor, you need, what, 1,200 now? That's where it starts? No, really, that's where the conversation starts, right? Around 1,200?
Yeah, because
where if you want effective armor, you're probably talking 1,300 to 1,400 armor you need.
Yeah, because how high the AP is. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah, it's insane.
And last meta, the benchmark was like 800.
Now, this AP is based off of which different Titan builds of Vintage, because I just want to make sure we're clarifying this, because not everybody knows exactly what we're referring to.
Like the AP?
Yeah, the AP builds are coming off of straight...
Zabroken gets over 1,000. Sparky gets over 1,000.
I want to make sure, yeah.
Crystalis gets over 1,000. Or maybe she doesn't break 1,000. You know, I'd have to double check that. Somebody check my math on that. But it's pretty freaking high. But see, Crystalis is kind of like Tarhoons in that, do you even need it? Because the damage is so utterly insane that it kind of makes up for the effective armor.
Also, it makes up for the fact that Imperials are a little slow. So when I was doing my first Conquest battles, I'm like, in the later battles, am I just going to be like, man, the Imperials are so slow? But being the fact that Crystalis is ranged and takes care of things as well, the Imperials just destroy everything. So I'm never hitting time. Ever.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. P10 Totec, 1,500 AP.
There you go.
So there you go. Now you need 1,600% armor. Yeah, dude, 40% armor. It's like, what? Even on, like, the Amber, you know, like the Amber Iangura I got, it was 120% armor. It was like, so? And then the new one, it has 240%. And now things have escalated to the point where I'm still saying, so, I need a paladin that gives me, over 1,000. So then I can add the 240 and, start pushing 1,300 just to have a shot at it mattering.
And it'll matter for a week or a month until they put out the next Titan.
And that's the thing with 5-star relics, right? It's like, this thing might be the greatest thing ever. If they brought out a paladin that it gave, 1,400 armor to Goliath, I would have the best relic in the game. For what, a week? And then they have something that has 2,000% armor piercing, of course.
Yep, the week after that would be something ridiculous for piercing.
Yeah. So, that's why I didn't get too upset when I pulled the 2 trash back-to-back not trash. I pulled these 2 exact relics I wanted to avoid. I would have been totally thrilled with any of the other 4. And I went Widow's Bite in the stupid Manus thing, bang, bang. And I'm like, man, but I'm not too upset because, as we always keep saying, the relics are more permanent. They might be good at some point. Now, the Widow's Bite, I'm just not a solo infiltrator guy. I don't know if I ever level it. I like, just smashing 2 armies together. That's more fun to me.
Yeah. Me too. I don't know. I've never been a huge solo person either.
Running in circles for 2 minutes, I mean, yeah, it's neat just to do it once just to see if you can.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that 100 times a day.
How far are you along in Conquest Vintage? Have you done a few hundred battles already?
Let me check. I'm at 320.
Nice.
So, average.
Yeah, well, you're on pace then for 1,000.
Yeah, I like to do 350 a day if I can.
And how about you, Ryger? Everybody else in the chat can also say what they got.
I'm at like 120.
Nice. Thing is, it's great, is all you have to do is just multiply by 3. So many drops you get. So, as many battles as you can get in during this event, highly recommend it.
Yep. If any of the 40 watching are newish to the game, Conquest is the time you want to just raid.
Yes.
Do ping pong lands, get triple battle drops, and level your stuff.
Yes. Still, if you're someone who's going to put in a lot of battles, clearing your troops and your spells a little bit, get rid of like 5 or 10 of each one, is still very effective because you just don't want your treasury. You can delete them. Yes, you can. But if you are planning on doing a lot of battles, you can just get it out of your way. Right off the bat.
All right. Val's got over 300.
Nice. 307. Also, I want to know, I don't think we heard if Val pulled any of the new 5-star relics or not. Oh, wait, no. She said she was DG poor. That's right. She mentioned that the other day. It's okay. It's not, not everybody is going to be right on time with each, and I typically am not always on time with my DGs either when it comes down to what I want to do when they first come out. So, sometimes things don't line up, but also too, you never know. A few events getting DGs, you might be right up there to where you want to be. So, and I know, and knowing how Val plays events, I'm sure it won't be long. So,
yeah, I'm working on the second Crystallis. That's my rating.
really? Extinction? Both of you kicking my butt? Oh, Extinction, what's your number then? Now, rank rewards being all Titans, you do, of course, I think it's top 10,000 gets more poison.
Oh, yeah.
More poison prestige food. That's not bad. Not going to say.
Yep. That's 3 more for the bank.
Yeah, you complete this event, that's 3 more for the bank for poison. And I was mentioning this earlier, Vintage. We do through the leaks through Ethiogen, we have seen that there is another poison Mancer on its way. The only thing is, are we assuming it's going to be a more attack version instead of, because Growthorn seems to be more defensive based? Thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think that may be where it goes, just because, it just seems that Growthorn is skills are at least a little lean. You can use Growthorn in attack, but I think his skills lean more towards defense.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had a legacy of good Panther Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Ladega and Artemis.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's time for another.
Right. And mentioning, the one amazing relic in this event is the, what's it called? I mentioned
Forest carving.
the forest. What'd you say, Riker?
Forest carving.
Yeah, forest carving. Sorry. If you can't tell, I'm a bit beat up. Oh, man. I really wanted to stream.
Me too. I did legs today. I'm freaking destroyed.
I did whole body today. Whole body is pretty beat up.
I mean, that's pretty much what I did all day, is just pick crap up and move it.
Right? It's like whole body. Portal Stone drops during Conquest actually aren't the worst, especially 3-star Portal Stone drops. That's 3 more battles.
Means another 3 relics.
Yeah, right. That's 9 more. That's 9 more possible drops. That's 9 more possible drops. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I think they got rid of the 1-star Portal Stone drops just along with the 1-star relics.
The 1-star relic drops. You know where I get them? I got them.
Little lands.
No. Well, yeah, you can get them from Little Lands.
Under 12.
No.
And you're all.
I was. Oh wait, what? Well, yeah. If you're under Castle 12, you're gonna get them. No, look, I got 2 of them right here. You know where I got them? From low-level Conquest. I was like,
yeah.
What the heck?
Dude, on Plinth 2, I'm not joking. I got a militia, a spearman, and a spell.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why the drops are sucking from Conquest. Oh, I got 10 again. All right, we'll do it up.
Usually the Plinth is a little more generous with the XP potions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm being summoned. I'll be back.
All right, sorry.
Okay.
You only have 19k DG after the golden pool. 19k? Just sit on it, Headbanger, if you want. If you're not, because I saw you say you weren't really interested in these current relics. It's okay. It's your opinion. We'll leave it at that. Legs and shoulders here, right, Otero? Been getting a lot of Titans. Heavy Master B from Conquest Land. You have chance to get 1-star. Yeah, it just sucks. I just wish they weren't there at all.
It's pretty funny that they take them out of the battle drops and then give them to you in the Conquest event itself.
Yeah, it seems a little weird, huh? Yeah, the third skill is more relevant now. Well, that's what we wanted. We wanted the third skill to be more relevant with the golden pulls. And now that that's the case, it's actually what the at least community was asking for, because the gold relics didn't seem to be viable for quite some time. Everyone was still pulling Norse until the Norse relics started to become released in the Finish Plus events, and then, well, pulling Norse relics just seemed kind of not. You're just gambling, and there's no reason to when you know they're going to be coming out in their own individual events over time. Obviously, you still have to wait for it, but you do have the option. The one thing that we always ask: can't we just get the option to get what 5 stars we want? Well, they do give us the option. It's just you have to wait multiple years until they come out in their own events, just like DG Titans. It's Now, they don't come out multiple years. DG Titans usually are released with about a year after their release in the altar. Maybe a little less. But typically, the 5 stars are about 2 years until they find themselves into the altar. Find themselves into their own events. That's what we've seen so far with the first gens, which is the Divine Relics, and now the Norse Relics. Will we see the Golden Relics next year? Yeah, we will. Just like I said we were going to see the... If you watched my streams last year, I was preaching the Norse Relics would come this year, and the Golden Relics will come next year. So that's just the way. It's just the way it works, or at least that's the way the developers have been doing it over time. All right, gotta get more drops because, like I said, I want to max out this Hornet on this stream. So we're just gonna need more drops. Also, too, just to pay attention to this. Oh, wait, no. It was something I would say at a different time. Never mind. Well, I still can say this part of it. Just make sure that you're paying attention to all the drops that you're getting, because some people can just ride out a good portion of the event with just filling up their treasury and filling up the relic inventory, and maybe maybe doing a little cycling, but for the most part, forging and getting a little more room out. But the thing is, a lot of the relics that you're going to obtain today, make sure you clear them before the last day of the event, because your timer is going to start running out. So just pay attention to your timers. That's all I'm saying, basically. Because you want to get as many battles in as possible. Maybe keep your forging and fusing to a minimum just so that you can do more battles, that kind of whole thing. But at the same time, you could find yourself in a bit of a pinch come Wednesday when you're still trying to do Conquest, but finding yourself having to forge and fuse like crazy because your inventory is just complete max. So,
as I say, now your treasury is down to 450 instead of 500.
Yes. But for instance, like my account, I mean, I'm still rocking roughly about 130 spaces. When I have everything forged down, about 130 spaces, so it's not bad. Along with the 450. What's up, Free to Play Zeus? Thank you for joining. Like a freaking magic 8-ball. Oh, I know, BMT. Some of the answers from Magic 8 Balls were like, try again. It's like, wait a second. What? Some of the answers were like, was like, the answer seems cloudier. So it seems like it's like some of the answers were just not very definitive at all. So there you go, double warpstone. And then there was always the kid that that was like, hey, I cracked my magic 8-ball open. You know what's inside? It's blue liquid. My mom made me clean it up off the carpet. This is like really nasty dye in there.
Yeah, I would not want to crack one. But I mean, as a kid, that's exactly what you want to do.
Right?
I want to break it.
Yeah, I want to know what's in the Magic 8-ball, and then you're like... Will the next meta be all one class? Shake, 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 shake. I'm going to go Dan you all. The DOT Magic 8-ball says, time will tell.
There you go.
And then you shake it up again. The DOT Magic 8-ball says, raid more. Yeah, if you ask it like, well, will I be able to max out all the current meta titans? Just shake it, raid more.
Chances are like,
man, I'll tell you. Should be getting a blog post tomorrow or Wednesday. I hope it's tomorrow.
I was gonna say,
I hope it's
leaning
tomorrow,
more
and that's one thing I do want to lead into as well, because if the blog's tomorrow, and I have what I need on my test account, I will take a look at the, I would assume it's going to be changed prestige skill synergy relic hell. That's what I'm going to say. Now, if they decide to change our regular skills and make players have to get the Titan all over again to get the benefit of having them, it's going to be even more important to do a video or a live stream at least. Something. Because players will definitely need to know if any of that's even worth it. Because we've previously seen that, no, it has not been. So,
But I mean, at the same time, if they do that, most people are going to get it anyway on their way to getting an X's for.
True. So, but still, at the same time, many players will want to know if it's all that viable or not. Besides from that, though, you also I would like to see
if it's worth leveling.
Yeah.
Which probably.
Also, too, we can also do maybe some more 5-star testing. We can also do that too. That, or maybe I'll just make a video pending on everything. So we'll see exactly how tomorrow works with the blog, if it happens tomorrow, if I have everything on my test account. A lot of ifs. So.
A lot of ifs.
What do we want to use? We'll just use The 50, the 75. Yeah, we'll use the 75 because we need to raid more. Her skills to be upgraded like Valkyrie and Runa 3.0. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible for you to play Zeus. It is definitely very possible. And if it does, it will mean that your previous version is either going to become prestige food or fusion food, depending on the level. I don't recommend taking Titans that are level 40 and above and using them for prestige food. I don't recommend it. That may be one of your only options, and that's up to you, but I don't recommend it. Until they give us... Well, until they give us... I think there should be a way to unprestige your Titan and get something back for it, which would be great. Would be great to see if that's possible so that they can give us some all element tokens for, prestige levels. Something like that. I mean, obviously it's random on what element they are, but I guess you could just actually give out the element type of that Titan because those tokens do exist now. So if you, unprestiged your Rostam so that you can prestige your Necro, if they gave you a certain amount of void tokens to use, I mean, obviously, wouldn't you have to wait until the altar becomes available? Yeah, that would kind of suck. Because it's not always available all the time.
That's cool.
But, I don't know. The unprestiging Titans idea, to me, would make it so that then, if you took a level 60, non-prestige Titan and decided to use it for prestige food, I mean, I guess if there's no other option, then it's better that way. But definitely, if they have multiple levels of prestige, I really wouldn't recommend using them.
I'm really hoping they give Hell summons that we can control, because then if they tune up her militia skills, she might become like a supreme ping pong raider, conquest, assault, a usable Titan.
Right, for something.
Where Valkyrie was just gutter trash.
Yeah.
You talk about a wasted synergy.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
her
synergy did nothing for the Sverg.
I looked at all my, during this last fusion event, I looked at all my Guardians and was like, do I want to level anything up specifically in Guardians? I was like, ooh,
nope.
Not really. I even panned over Valkyrie. I was like, yeah, she's here, but that's all prestige food.
Yep.
So.
Already got her to 40. Now it's food.
Right.
Wait, no, I still need to get the other Titans for that.
I mean, I leveled up a second Ares, but that's for fun. That was literally for fun. It wasn't for anything special. And he's not.
Yeah, I think I've done like 4 Osiris's now doing that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's certain
Just
Titans I level up for fun. So. Yeah. Well, especially with how many raids or battles you do, Vintage. I can imagine raiding with a level 60 Titan gets boring. So.
Yeah, I did 4 Dionysus that way too.
Wow.
Just because once you get it to 60, it just becomes an XP bank.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not warring, I do not use level 60 Titans.
Yeah, me neither. I like to collect all the XP as I go along, one way or another. Because I know I have a Titan somewhere that can use it. What's up, Nitram? Thank you for joining.
But if they make Hell kind of like Valkyrie, where it's like, why did you bother? That will be sad.
Right. although she's a berserker, so you can think that she has some hope, right? Because they tend to do berserkers. I mean, I would have to say berserkers in this game, I think there's more that they've done right than they've done wrong, at least in the meta situation. Agree or disagree?
I mean, the Dragon Slayers, the berserkers were kind of it.
You know.
They were the kind of the it class.
Yeah. So,
you know, Beowulf, decent defender, and then of course Mahaha was top of the food chain attacker. Tarhoon's good. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He's just good at certain things.
Yeah, that is it.
I mean,
he's a specialist, but he's a tool you want in the toolbox.
Yeah, I really like Tarhoons. So, I don't know. Over a long period of time, I've noticed that many berserkers. I mean, look at Osiris. Just many different berserkers have been done very well.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to look at it this way, from that perspective of, have they gotten, a lot of berserkers right in the past? Yes, more than not. Chances of them actually doing something right on here. Right?
Go back to the first X skill Titan.
Wait, which one? First X skill was? I thought it was Siegfried, but
Mamesh.
Oh, Mamesh. Okay, I thought Siggy was.
Well, no, second. I guess she came out like bang bang with Siggy.
Yeah, because I could have sworn that Siggy had the first ones. Wow, what about a reskilled Siegfried or Ulrich? What happened to those Titans?
Yeah, I know. Well, it was hilarious when they brought Siegfried and Ulrich out close together because they were brothers. One's the good brother, one's the bad brother.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, it's not good brother and bad brother. It's unusable brother versus the king of the game.
Right.
Because like Siggy was the king for a long time.
Yeah, if you want to go back to my first year live streams, this is stuff like, you have to really scroll down to the bottom of my live streams, and that is, I used to use Siegfried all the time on attack and just have him double swing everybody. It was ridiculous. But back in the day, 2017, Ulrich was pretty boss on offense.
Well, Nitrum's in the chat. I'm finally in the same alliance as you, dude.
There you go.
Like I said, I want a war with and against everybody.
This is true. He's fighting around the world.
I guess we're just conquesting this week, though. What's that?
I said you're fighting around the world.
Yeah.
House.
Yes, House. Keep the Throne Wars hashtag alive.
Right.
And especially now, think about it. Would they have the same server problems now as they did back then?
I mean, we have them anyway. So might as well just give us the event.
Well, I want to know, back when those events were happening, did we have more than one Legend server?
Yeah, there were two.
Yeah.
There were two.
Two for sure.
Yeah, there were two.
Yeah, because I
don't think the second one was fully populated. The second one was never fully populated.
Active in all the Legend servers.
I don't know. I don't think the second one was fully populated though at all. But
right.
What's it called? The only reason I say that is because if they did it now, there would be 3 servers, if not 4, if they gave everybody prep. If they gave everybody prep, there would probably be 4. I mean, because there was, the first time around Throne Wars, they did it in Masters and Legends, if I remember correctly. And then the second time around, I think it was only in Legends. Yeah, I think if they did do it again, I think that again you'd only be running it really on essentially if you did it in Legends League, you'd only be running on like 4 different servers. Oh, I think they can get away with it if they wanted to.
It'd be nice to see them try.
Right? But we know the code exists. Although, isn't Warrior's Ring? Isn't that one of the event relics? I think it is. Hold on.
It's a Pantheon relic.
Well, I know, but I meant if you look in the 2 stars. Hold on.
House, at some point we got to chat it up in Discord. I got to hear the other perspective. What happened when I was sleeping?
Here it is. Divine Ring. 2-star. Look what it looks like. It gives 300%.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, the OG Warriors Ring.
Right? Divine Ring. 300 extra crowns and damage to divine land. Still got 7 uses. And then here,
Come on, Throne Wars.
Here when I scroll over, there's not usually this many relics in the way. When I scroll over to the W's, maybe I got rid of it. I might have gotten rid of it. I had the 2-star Warriors Ring for a little while.
Yeah, I only have the 3-star now.
Yeah, I think I only have
the 4.
I think I have the 3-star too as well. I'm going to go against the grain and complain about the Berserkers. Krathos is literally the only Berserker that can use a Shadow Dancer usefully, and he is now out of meta.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Was he ever in meta?
Who, Krathos? Oh, yeah.
I was excited. I leveled him up to 60, thought he was going to be a beast, and it was like, no, he sucks.
That was on the Resco. The original Krathos, when he came out, was really good. Wasn't he?
Okay, yeah.
I was going to say.
Known him from the Resco.
No, I'm talking.
Looked awesome.
I'm talking like 2017 Krathos, but yeah. You've been bouncing around today below champion, and it's scary how dead it is. I mean, Ghost Town, really?
Wow.
Why have a whole 5-star relic that is unusable? Yeah. Well, are you talking about what, Shadow Dancer? Yeah, they tried to fix it. Shadow Weaver.
Tried. Oh.
It's just another convoluted attempt to fix something, but they took the completely polar opposite approach of what they should have done. Instead of bringing out Shadow Weaver, all they had to do was cap range resist. But did they do the logical thing? No. They put out an extra relic and made themselves look like morons.
They're really good at that.
What about you can't use Anubis? You can't.
Yeah, we're just gonna ban Anubis. We can't figure this out.
Anubis, you just can't use him. All right, it's just what we're gonna do.
We realize his only utility is in Assault, but you can't use him. Sorry.
You get a 0 score.
Because what else do you have Anubis for? I mean, seriously.
I mean, random ping pongs if you want to, but that's about it.
You must love the terror spell to be doing that.
Yeah, loving it.
Don't attack Goliath, though, because then you got to hack him down with a Titan.
Gotta go find them.
Yeah, and hope they don't walk off the screen.
Terrors are really good in clumped mobs during assault.
Oh yeah.
You can just boom. They're very effective.
Oh, yeah.
Very effective when you're But think about what you're doing when you're
But you're not
rotating your
allowed to use an
spells
assault
around.
anymore.
Yeah, but they're great. They're definitely great. I mean, especially if you run out of freezes for what's it called, troops to get through your lines, and you're trying to get that one. You're trying to get that one maiden. You're like, oh man, I can't get that maiden, and I'm out of freezes. And you got a couple terrors. You can either just deflect, or you can, usually deflecting's the best. But on just in case it doesn't actually kill her, you can at least push her back in the right direction. But otherwise, if you got any other larger units that are actually more than one troop, it's extremely effective. So, but that's specifically an assault when you're floating around. What's up, Darshigon? Thank you for joining.
What's up?
Yeah, I loved your Starship Trooper intro. Bugs. Original Starship Troopers is definitely one of my cult classics for myself, I would have to say. So
me too, man. I have to watch it every time it pops on TV randomly. I sit down and watch it.
Right. Oh, see, I even have Starship Troopers 2, actually. Back in the old DVD collection.
Dude, I know they even got cartoons and other stuff. There's quite a bit actually in Starship Trooper universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, there is people that are large fans.
Keeping it alive.
Large fans that are keeping it alive. Couple failed video games, but yeah, they do their best.
They tried.
All right, Shigon, let's hear the irresponsible prediction for hell.
Right.
Oh, for hell? Oh, man. Well, I mean, like, when it comes to, like, they're going to reskill her or not?
Yeah, and what you think they might reskill her for?
Like I said, well, she was a militia and storm maidens, right? So, like I said, I'm hoping. I mean, because, like, Runa sucked for me. I didn't go for her because the corrupted militia were based off defense, and I'm not really big on defense. I like offensive titans. So, I mean, if we got a corrupted attacking militia type titan, I'd be happy. I mean, it seems like with these reskills, like they make them slightly better, but they're definitely not in any meta. You know what I'm saying? Just enough to, like, I guess, make it not hurt as bad going for one, or if you're a brand new player getting it for the first time, they're at least useful, but they're not, like, the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm hoping that they make her. I mean, she was fun. I still like Hell even now. She's fast as heck, fast as hell. No pun intended on the screen, right? When she runs around. I like militia because they're so damn cheap and quick to make. I'm doing all my PP stuff, dude. It's just easy. Yes.
Yeah. That is the pull to militia, is they're cheap and quick to make.
Yeah, my whole thing is I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with the synergy. Sorry, my daughter's in the room. And all that.
Yeah, it sounds like she's not happy with your prediction.
I don't like the fact that all these synergies is be only for one Titan. It'd be cool if it was like maybe a couple different Titans, so it could be useful in other places. Especially with the 5 stars, I don't see why they could go with synergy just for one Titan. But I don't know. Either way, I just know I'm going to be going for it. So my prediction is my wife's going to be yelling at me all weekend because I'll be grinding. That's a prediction for sure.
Yeah, that's a prediction for sure.
Yeah, I don't have time to grind this weekend, so I'll have to, pull some relics.
Well, I've saved relics, not like a crap ton.
Starter packet.
I think I got seven saved relics.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll bring. They're not going to do the pentastacks anymore and all that stuff. I doubt that's
really upsetting.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
I'm wondering why too. I mean, they're doing something.
Yeah.
They must not make as much money.
I mean, my gosh, the money and the math works out exactly the same for the most part. Why not offer it?
Yeah.
Maybe the beam. Like I said, everything. I think the beam counters have their little metrics, and there's certain things that are sticking and certain things that aren't. That's why, like, some of the stuff we complain about, obviously it's not hurting their bottom line enough for them to really say, "Oh, let's change it." It's like, no, we're doing just fine. There's no point in changing it.
Or it's going to be changed, but it gets put on the back burner. They put
yeah,
it.
there must be enough people pulling those 30k elemental titans for prestige food. Otherwise, they have to be looking at lowering prestige requirements.
I keep thinking what would be cool, man, is like on them, the Titan fusion days that we have, when I'm it's like extra, double fusion or 50% extra XP. What's that called again? Fusion? No, it's Titans Unleashed.
Yes.
Titans Unleashed, right? I wish they would make that where it was a double prestige day. Like each of your prestige titans were 2 points. You know what I'm saying? That'd be freaking awesome.
And your regular Titan's worth 4?
If they added that to the Unleashed event, that'd be crazy.
What if?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, the whole thing is now the prestige it's not an option, right? Prestige is not optional to play the game. It's a requirement for your Titan to be useful to the degree that they designed it for.
Right.
Now, Darshigan,
since that is a requirement, then they should make it to where not just where it's easier to get prestige food in a sense, but also like when we can, strategically use it and be choosy. I'm gonna wait till Titans Unleashed and I'm gonna sit there and put it in. Even if rather than it being every Titan is worth double, each of these Titans Unleashed seems to be themed around a certain class of Titan. Just make that class of Titan worth double prestige.
Okay.
That
I like that. But what happens if you have the same one?
Something even that way. I mean, that way it wouldn't be all of them. I mean, but at least it's something. And you're like, oh crap, I got to save all my poison for this, or all my paladins. It's coming up, So you see on the calendar, I'm gonna save up because I know that prestige is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna sit there and get my Ian Gur up or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
What if you had the same type though? If you had
prestige is at the point where it's so insane that if you can't even do the event because of that.
I think people are I think people that are like more end game level like us look at that because a beginner player prestige is out of the limits for them anyways. You know what I'm saying? So that's just not even. I don't think about that. But like for players like us, I mean, even playing as much as we do and all that, it takes time to save up prestige. It hurts. Like I feel bad for the people that put in all that stuff into Runa, and then all of a sudden, because I knew it was going to happen. I knew a week later. I mean, not saying that she's beatable. I mean, like useless, but she's definitely not going to be like some meta defender. You know what I'm saying? It's an expensive investment. I mean, that's why I'm holding on to all my prestige food until the new DG Titans come out and I see what element they are. Because I have enough prestige food for I think almost every single element now, for at least one to go to P10.
Nice.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Darshigan. I'm getting close on certain ones.
Yeah. Oh no. No. It is what it is.
I'm broke on Void and Ice right now.
I just counted my ice.
Yeah, we just got back-to-back good ones for both of those elements.
Exactly. Well, I just counted my ice ones the other day because this one guy was hitting my garrison nonstop these last couple of days, and I was like getting really mad. I was like, man, maybe I'll just get my Crystallis up. And I was looking. I have over 40 ice prestige food right now. 40 Titans.
Woo!
And I was like, but
you can prestige 10-1 and still have enough for a prestige 10.
I know. So I'm like, I was like, nah, I'm going to chill for a little bit still.
Then my second question is what Ranger 5-star do you have?
I don't have any. Oh, wait, I do. I have Stormbringer and I'm a Bow of the Gods. I have those two.
Stormbringer's dope. I mean, that makes for a really nasty Crystallis P10. The only thing you can't beat is a P10 Necromancer with the Dragonfly. Otherwise, you can beat everything else in the game.
Yeah, see, and that's, I mean, as I said, that's why it's tempting. That's why it's really tempting. But I'm just going to hold out until I see what the DG Titan is. Because if it happens to be ice, I'll kick myself. Like, Hey, oh no. Yeah, keep going. Sorry, guys. My daughter's now drawing on herself.
Stop.
But anyways. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's why today I was like, I'm doing Conquest. I'm going, man, why is my Titan all constantly full? And then I started counting all the freaking 4-star Titans I have. I was like, oh crap, I got a lot of 4-star Titans. But I've been holding out for these freaking DG Titans since Growthorn and Nephilinus because I didn't want to get them. Even though I hear Growthorn is pretty good now, right?
Well, not just Growthorn.
If
I've heard some stuff about Nephilinus too, as well.
if I had pulled the Dragonfly, I might have pulled Growthorn.
Rather than his Opus.
Well, no, I would have gotten both. I mean, if I would have pulled the Dragonfly from the new 5-star, I might have pulled Growthorn in the Opus.
Is the Opus a 4-star or a 5-star?
4-star.
It's 4-star.
Oh, okay. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, you can equip both. But Yuki has Growthorn with the Dragonfly on his test account.
Yeah.
And it's as far as I know, it is unbeatable.
Does it, when Growthorn does it, some reflect spell thing or whatever all that does it also work against summons?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, we're saying the Corrupteds were coming back at them.
Holy crap! So he creates corrupted units to attack back.
Yes. Drops a bunch of spells and has double the healing mechanic because of the synergy relic.
Oh wow! Interesting. You know, now here's my question, and I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it. And all that when it comes out, how that works out with Growthorn and how all these things put together makes them, top of the food chain in that sense. Do you think that was always the plan, and we just had no faith, and that was always like, hey, we're not there yet, but it's going to get there? No. They kept saying they're sweet, like, we're going to add more to this guy.
These people don't plan anything; they trip and fall into crap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what I think too. Because it's almost like I'll use World of Warcraft as an example because I play that. Like the latest expansion came out earlier, but it came out months ago. Anyways, but when you first start, even though you go out there and everything, even like basic mobs are like just crushing you, in the new expansion because they're overtuned for the level of gear you had before from the last expansion. But as you gradually get equipment, you start now you're stronger than everything else out there, and you're just crushing things to the point where this is just a joke. But it's like that's the plan. Eventually you'll get stronger to fight them. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe with Growthorn, maybe with some of these Titans, maybe possibly it was an idea. But at the same time, I think no. I think they've just been reacting and trying to make it work now. And maybe
it was terrible. They tuned it up. It was okay. Then they did the synergy thing, and then they released a 5-star that just happens to go on it. I mean, that's kind of how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think they planned this in 4 stages.
Maybe not at all. Yeah.
Because we've seen in previous meta releases, first Titans coming out that totally suck. We've seen Titans that come out that are totally OP. We've seen Titans, we've seen a lot of that kind of. The one thing that they do plan, I just want to say just real quick, is putting in relics that are super popular again. Sometimes even higher than they were before because they know that they're popular. So there are certain things that they do plan, but they're only reactive. They're like reactive kind of planning because it was it's an invoke. This is what the developers do. Because the relic is so popular, they always put it back again in and either put it higher
at a higher cost,
or make it so that it's just harder to get.
Well, then my next question then would be, since they've now, I guess, with all the fixes they've added to Growthorn and all of them, made them where they're, I guess, where they should be for a Divine Titan, does that mean it's going to delay the release of the next set of Divine Titans, or we're going to be with these stuff with these guys for a lot longer?
That is a very interesting question, and why I was giving serious consideration to pulling Growthorn if I had pulled the Dragonfly.
Yeah.
I think that is the magic question. Is are new Divine Titans in the next month or two? I don't know. They're still trying to get mileage out of these things.
They are. I agree completely. It seems like they're trying to prolong these DG Titans longer into this meta because they don't want to release the next set yet.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, because 12,000, or no, they're 15, aren't they? Still 15,000 DG?
No.
They dropped them to 12.
They dropped them to
That's
12.
still an investment, man. 12,000 takes a while to build.
It does. I mean, I would have to get another, 6,500?
Yeah, well, I would have been pissed if I would have bought freaking LifeSpark before they released them.
Some people did.
I know.
A lot of people knew it was coming and still chose to do it.
Yeah.
Because and Shy will tell you, I know I didn't see Shy in the chat, but Shy especially will tell you that getting LifeSpark or Necrosa as early as you possibly can to enjoy them as being top of the meta. Now, they obviously, whatever the new DG Titans are, need to be tested by the players. Unfortunately, I want to say they should be tested by the developers, but we don't. As much as they may say that they're tested, it seems like that's usually not the case. So
I wonder if they just don't know how to test them under the proper conditions.
They might just test to see if things like pop off the way they're supposed to pop off.
Do you think they're like, does it work? It works.
They don't even do that because Crystalis's aura still doesn't do anything that it says it's supposed to for me. It only triggers on dead troops.
Huh, mine still freezes incoming.
No, mine doesn't.
Weird.
Now, is she supposed
Mine
to
freezes incoming, but only half of them, and never freezes incoming on the campaigns or like the weekly thing.
Mine only freezes dead troops.
And mine also freezes dead troops.
Okay.
Now, I have to literally walk her into dead troops in order to get my summon. It's ridiculously stupid.
Oh, now something that is a fact, and maybe this is what you think is happening, is that her range is way bigger than her
aware.
aura.
I'm aware.
Okay.
And I have troops getting to her without being frozen.
Huh.
And
I'm
Ryger,
you're with her right now, and I'm freezing incoming.
Ryger, are you
ping-ponging with her? But I'm only getting summons off of dead stuff.
Ryger?
Now, is she supposed to freeze them as soon as they enter the aura, or is it one of those like every 10 seconds?
It's supposed to be as soon as they hit the aura, they get frozen. And
mine's not doing that. Mine's only doing it like it's like she's like kicking off an aura, like it blinks on for a second, then goes away, and like 10 seconds later it comes up again, and that's when she'll freeze stuff on mine.
Yeah, no. I literally have to walk into dead troops, and then I see the aura click off.
Weird, man.
Now, are you on iOS or Android?
Android.
All right.
I'm on iOS.
The only reason I'm asking is because, of course, we have known certain issues and problems in the game to be associated with one or the other, or both of the platforms. So
I'm on iOS.
My Crystallis, if she gets melee attack, her aura doesn't work for a minute. Really, Master B?
Like I said, I have troops getting to her, so they've obviously crossed through her aura.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't trigger unless I walk over dead troops.
What is the next new Titan? It's the Solomancer NTG Ghost. And the Solomancer has been predicted to be a Fire Mancer, but we will see.
Now, is it going to be an attacker or a defender?
True, because Nephilinus is an offensive Titan.
So
and we have Tarhun still for defense, so it could be anything.
Yeah. If anything,
well, Tarhun's was technically an attacker.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He is an attacker.
But after he gets maxed out, most people just throw him on defense. So.
Yeah. I'm loving him for both.
Yeah. So the Solomancer, it just depends on if the Solomancer means fire or I don't know if you really could say the Solomancer can mean lightning, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, Sol is fire, so wouldn't it be like a pyromancer?
That's what many have predicted so far, and I would hope so. Just because I would like to see more of these archmages, more than just if they're going to give us ones, and we get if we're going to get a duplicate fire one, we might as well get a duplicate poison one. But that also means that we're going to get ones for the other elements as well, like earth and physical.
Well, you saw that leak of the poison one. There is a poison one out there, or
yeah,
right.
The human one looks really, really cool.
Yeah,
agreed.
Minerva did look pretty cool.
And that's the other name for Athena. But just
yeah, in Roman mythology.
In Roman, yeah. I just remember. I actually do remember having to reiterate to the what was it, the Roman and the Greek names of all the gods, and in school, was it middle school, probably 7th grade, and Athena, Minerva. What's up, Chris?
That was in your school curriculum?
Oh yeah. Middle school, 7th grade. Everybody had to know the Greek and Roman gods.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Why? We went over them, but it wasn't.
We had to learn the states.
Well, yeah, we had to learn the states too, but I think that was in 5th grade. But we also had regular math back then. I mean, none of this crap that you're taught today.
Is part of,
I don't know. It just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the at least math. All the other subjects seem to be, for the most part, taught the same way that they were when I was in school.
I used to love math, but I mean, looking at the math that they're learning now, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I like the math the way it's taught now.
What happens is I tried to just teach the same way that I learned it, and if I do that, I just get the kids in trouble.
Yep.
That's all that happens.
Yeah.
They're like, we need you to show the work. It's like, well, yeah, there's the work, and that's not how we want you to do the work. Well, oh well.
But is it wrong? No.
Well, yeah, was it wrong? No, but the way they're supposed to go about it is the new way. Well, all right.
Yeah, I remember about 7 years ago, there was like can you divide a square into 4 equal parts, and it's just like the X in the middle of the square that you can just turn around, and instead of doing the typical like either bow on it or like the way you'd cut a sandwich across the side, from corner to corner, I turned it so that it was like at a half angle, and my teacher was like, well, you're right, but you got it wrong because you're not supposed to do it that way.
So you showed the wrong work. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, showing the wrong work, but still came to the same conclusion.
Like, but my answer is right.
Yeah.
Well, for instance, I still taught my daughter the finger trick for 9s and multiplication.
Oh yeah, I learned that too.
I taught her that.
I don't think they teach that in school anymore. That's forbidden. Like, you don't teach kids that anymore. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, put both your hands in front of your face. I'm doing it right now. And all you have to do is, if you're multiplying by 9s, all you have to do is from left to right, put down a finger. So if it's 9 times 2, put down your index finger on your left hand, and it's like, oh, there's 1, and you just count your it's like 18. Oh, and then 9 times 3, 27. Huh.
Yeah, but see, you're not allowed to use your fingers, and technically that's finger counting.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it works. It works.
Nobody pays attention to binary.
But Zalon, show your math for that.
Yeah, I can't. I have to show my math. But it works.
Yes, please explain.
Yeah, it's actually, if you want to call it technical finger counting, yeah, but all you're doing is just putting one finger down.
See, binary works. It truly does. But you first have to learn binary, which...
Am I getting my gems? Well, I periodically, pretty much every 2 months right now, I put down $100 on gems when they have the Meta Titans come out and they offer the 72k gems for $100. But that is just because I do have wonderful, generous donators here on the stream. Otherwise, I probably would not be investing as much into the game. But, like I said, I do appreciate donations that do happen on the stream because it does allow me to do a lot more. As well as spoil Princess Z, which I have good news about that, real quick.
Yeah?
I just signed Princess Z up for cheerleading in the fall. So...
Aww.
Yes, she's so into like gymnastics and stuff like that. So it was definitely something that I'm very happy because she needs to get into some sort of team activity. So there's going to be also my stepson signed up for football. So both of them will be going to camp for at least a few weeks this summer, which is good because neither one of them have been to any kind of camp situation over the summer. Even though it's like a day camp situation, they still need to experience stuff like that, plus be on a team, and also learn a lot more about what it's like to, be in sports and team athletics, just in general. So I'm just super excited, as well as I also found out that all their games are going to be on Saturdays and Sundays, which just makes it even more possible for me to be able to actually go. So very, very happy. Also, Princess E is like super excited. So she's been told previously that she'd be signed up for stuff like this, but other people have not come through. Let's just say that. So, but I'm so happy for her, and I'm also super happy that it doesn't. I don't care how much it costs, but it was only $100. So, but yes, you helped me do that, DOT community. I'm super excited for her. Did I lose everybody on Discord?
No, you're here.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. But yeah, any gems that I do get on my account, I spend them very frivolously. I try to save as much as possible and use them as long as I possibly can. And when events like this previous weekend's event come out and certain solo wars, I'm just doing as much saving as possible, depending on what's in the solo war. But because I practice what I preach when it comes down to, I preach the half spend, half grind, where if you need to, you'll put in more relics. But because obviously you either got work or family that's dominating your time, which is not a problem. But there are times when you got tons of time, so then you really put in the time when it comes down to the grind. So I'm either or, half and half situation. So let's see where we're at. How many relics do I got? A decent amount. It's 10 o'clock. Streaming for about 2 hours. Should we see? Oh, yeah. See, in the beginning, it's just crap tons of Titans.
How close is the wand to being able to max out that 5-star?
Yeah, I want to see how close I can get. So let's start fusing up the Hornet. This is one of the main goals of the stream. So let's see how close we are, and if we have to raid some more, we will. Always pass it. Thanks, Chance. Well, yeah, I do have to. What's it called? The $100 to sign her up does not include all of her equipment. So I do have to get some of that for her too as well. But don't worry. I do have some more, a bit more of the donation money as well as some work money that's going to be taking care of that. Don't worry. But I do want to take her places this summer. I won't take that off the board. I do want to take her some places this summer. Should I just fuse away these 1-star XP relics? Let's just fuse them away. Yeah, we'll just fuse them.
I mean, the 1-star XP bottles, I've debated again.
We'll just fuse them.
They're not. Just it only takes 4 battles to get both of them, and they get you a little bit more. Do you really want to fuse them away?
All right, Artemis, talk me out of it.
They give you that little bit of XP boost. Sometimes that's all it takes between a level, and that is not something that you want to waste. I know from experience of fusing away an XP bottle.
All right, so we'll hold on to him. Artemis convinced me. NTG Ghost asks, what do you think I should go for, the Hell with the 5-star or the new Titan? I'm going to say Hell with the 5-star. We don't know the skills on Hell, so if you don't have another Berserker to put that 5-star on, then consider that. But the new Titan, we also don't know much information about that either. So until we see the blog that drops either tomorrow or Wednesday about Hell and the other relics that are going to be in this event, and possibly what the next week's Solarmancer, like if they give any hints at all, or if we get a Q&A on Friday that talks about the new Solarmancer Titan, I don't know. But NTG Ghost, it will be tough to make that call without knowing more about that Solarmancer Titan. Also, too, it also matters too, NTG Ghost, do you have any 5-star Ranger relics? Because if you say I do have another Berserker besides Hell, you can list them off. And you want this, Axis of War is amazing for Berserkers. Yeah. In that case, doing that, if you don't have any Ranger 5-stars, you might want to lean towards this weekend's event. Just going to say that, just because Ranger 5-stars are going to make that new Solarmancer way better, but if it may be a while until you get one, yeah.
I don't know.
So
I would lean towards the relic just because relics are going to last longer than that.
Correct. Axis of War is going to be a tough one to skip if you don't have it. Because even if you don't have a really great Berserker now, you may get one here in the near future and really regret not grabbing it.
If I had to choose, I would go for the 5-star. I plan on doing both.
Yeah, well,
I wish I could do the 5-star.
I was going to say, I personally am going to do both events, just because I know that...
Personally, I'm going to try to do both.
Yeah. I'm going to do both, but also I skipped this last one, and I skipped the previous
right.
solo.
Yeah, I did skip this Achilles event.
Yeah, I skipped the solo and the Achilles and the Tengu.
I used both for relic gathering.
Hell is going to be garbage. They are not going to make Hell meta when there's a new Titan around the corner. It's very Anubis. They'll make her. Yeah. They'll make her. They'll throw a bunch of glitter on Hell and be like, look, she can shine, and then it'll just be momentarily until next week as soon as Solarmancer comes out. So
you'll go for it if they throw a bunch of glitter on it?
I didn't say I would go for her, but I said that the developers will.
But Zalon, you are going for her because you're going past her to get those axes.
Yeah, I know. But see, it's the Axis of War that makes it so that I'm so interested. Thank you for joining, Val.
I think a glittery Titan would honestly be really cool.
Do you, Artemis?
Yes.
Well, Progenitor looked pretty sweet, I have to say. But unfortunately,
I definitely want Axis of War. I've been trying to get it since it came out, and I've had 0 luck.
0.
Well, now you're guaranteed to get it.
Right?
I know. have one Berserker relic, and that's the first set of 5 stars that came out. That's it. That's it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad.
When it infiltrators, though.
Because I, just like Val, have not gotten one at all, and watched as all sorts of great Berserkers have come out over multiple years. And I'm always like, oh, no, I don't have Axis of War. No, not me. I can't use it on this one. So, not anymore. It'll all change.
Well, I have
Pretty varied.
3K gems, divine gems,
Mm-hmm.
as of now. So I'm pretty happy.
Nice. So, what's your game plan with your DGs, Val? As you watch other players pull this 1 or 2 or more of these new 5 stars, are you thinking about when you get to 7 you're going to do so, or do you think you're going to wait out?
No, I'm gonna pull for one.
Okay, so you're excited to get to 7 then?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
How far away are you?
Well, she's 4K away.
I'm 4K away, which won't take long though. I mean, I still haven't finished Conquest, and I still have Thursday's events, and then 2 events next week. So I'm thinking like soon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
That's right.
That's like 3 or 4 events.
Yeah, I just gotta play them all.
Mm-hmm. Play them all. You have to play them all. Gotta catch them all. Mm-hmm.
All she has to do is come in first place in a solo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So are we gonna see Val's name up there on the solo event?
And done.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I'll try.
I'll try.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see. No promises. No promises. All right.
I do better when I have someone to compete with. I'm very competitive, so
yeah, me too.
someone just kind of let's go.
Well, let's see.
Competition.
on your alliance, let's see. There's somebody I know. Somebody I think he's in chat too as well, who enjoys crazy competition as well. It'd be Nitrum. I would have to say would probably be very competitive like that.
Not Vintage.
I've got Nitrum and I've got Extinction.
Oh, you got Extinction too, and now Vintage. That's true, Val. You do have Vintage now too. That's a good point. That's a good point, Ryger.
You got a lot to compete with over there right now.
I do. Mm-hmm. Come on, boys.
Right? Stir the pot up a bit. Val's like, who's ready to go?
Who's ready to go? We'll see. I'm not sure if they'll. I mean, ask Chef. I'm pretty competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've been competitive with him before too.
Hey, come on.
The game's so much funner when you're competing with someone.
Oh,
right. All games are.
Yeah.
All games are much better when you're competing with people.
Right. And I think it's they underestimate the fact that just because I'm a girl, I'll still.
Of course. And then Val has to prove him wrong.
And I gotta prove him wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Mm-hmm. Frantic says, triple battle drops it is. Not much else of interest this Conquest. Well, poison prestige food is pretty much. And if you already have a bunch, you may not be as excited, but it depends.
Frantic. I've been on Discord some. Just not like
some. A bit.
Real life is just crazy.
Yeah, well, it's always great to have as many female guests on as possible because we have to break up the boys' club sometimes. So.
Yeah, I would compete with anyone in like a few months when I get enough relics and gems to be competitive.
Yep, still working on that part.
Oh yeah, Artemis. It's always an ongoing. Situation. So.
Right. The more battles you put in, though, the faster. I mean, it goes by quick. Fairly.
Yep. Which is why Conquest is the best.
oh, Conquest is I would never have this much battles on a Monday other than Conquest or War.
Well, I was gonna say or War.
Or War, yeah.
Uh-huh.
See, now,
War
what gets
are
more battles
always
out of you, Conquest or War?
Oh, definitely War.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're stripping a team. Like, if it gets to the point where you're stripping a team, I mean, you're constantly just keeping them bald.
Unless you're the one getting stripped by a team.
Oh,
Well,
even
it's
if
gonna
you
go
do
both
get
ways.
stripped, there's always a counter
Yeah.
strip. And then a counter strip. And then you just keep going. Even,
Exactly.
you know.
And they've got all better defenses than anything you can get up to. It's a bit challenging when your team goes to war.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes you have to be a certain level. Well, that's not even true, because Nitram has been in war with us. We're, max castles, max troops, spells, and he was just a small guy, and he was kicking butt the whole time. I think 2 of those he got rank 1 in the alliance globally. I mean, there was no stopping him, and he's still not even a max castle, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You just have to play, you have to play smart
And a lot.
use your own strategy.
And a lot. You have to say a lot, too, Val.
And you have to play a lot. Yeah, you have to put the battles in.
Mm-hmm.
Make the time for it. But it's not every week that we go to war. And then the outcome of that, like, you have more, I don't know, it brings the team together. It's pretty cool.
Man, for the first Conquest, with all this extra storage space in regular inventory, I love how all I'm going to have in my treasury is going to be Titans. All going to be Titans. Oh, it's going to be so sweet.
Yeah, I'm trying to forge as I go.
Yeah, I'm forging a little bit now, too.
Yeah, I just got done. I need to start on dinner, but I was like, oh, hop on and say hi to everyone first.
Oh, how nice of you, Val. Thank you for doing so.
Of course. When my kids cry, I'll be like, it's Zalon's fault.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Now there's hungry children on my conscience. Oh, my God.
Kidding. My youngest is 13, okay?
Yeah, they can all fend for themselves, all right? If they really
Right.
need to.
Wow.
Do I really want another Instapot melted to the stove? Probably not.
Oh, wow.
That's happened? How does that happen?
Oh, yeah. It happened. Someone didn't
Yeah.
realize they didn't turn off the stove, and they put the Instapot on the stove to put something in it, and it melted. Like, the whole house, like, I was in the office, and I came out, and the whole house was, like, full of smoke.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. Melted plastic is terrible.
Yeah. Do you guys think I should put my Hachi Man into your Cryomancer? Your Chrysalis? Are you just talking about
Why? Hachiman is still an okay defense.
are you implying putting the Hachiman in there for just leveling up your Cryomancer? I would.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I wouldn't put it in for levels. I'd use it for prestige food if needed.
All right, guys, I'm going to go cook. I'll try to get back on.
All right, Val. Thank you for joining.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
You couldn't use Hachiman.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
though,
can't
as
use
prestige
Hachi
food.
because it's not the
Oh,
same
no.
element.
I was saying in general, like, I wouldn't use them for levels, but I would use them as prestige if needed.
Yeah, but obviously that's going to be for Earth.
But, yeah, can't use it yet. We don't have an Earth Archmage yet.
Which even though we didn't see one in the leaks yet, I really think that's all the relics I have.
Oh, I think we'll get one.
I think we will too, and we should get one. We deserve
It'd be
one.
awesome to see a Titan throwing rocks.
I want to see something cool with the Earth Archmage. But I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, because sometimes when we really start to brainstorm real cool stuff, up. Everybody gets real. Ugh. That's all crap. But we'll see. All right, so we got up to 7, but let's get through the rest of these low relics, and then we'll go through all the 3s and 4s. Earth Archmage's going to be throwing mud balls. Oh, that'd be cool. Do another Hachiman event with Synergy Relic and new Prestige Relics. I won't give up from my Hachi. There you go, Master B. Synergy Relic and new Prestige. And hopefully don't change his skills, making everybody's Hachi that you already have actually something a lot better.
If it's just a Prestige update, then yeah, it'll be retroactive.
Yeah, and that'd be pretty sweet if they did only Prestige and a Synergy for Hachi. I always liked Hachi, of course, because he was meta defender.
Oh yeah, well, he dominated for so long.
Mm-hmm.
This is up to level 59.
Yeah,
one more level
the last Conquest and this Conquest, and possibly more. At least the last one and this one, we got 70 energy to start. They've been doing that.
70 what?
70 warp stones to start the event.
Oh, yeah. They give you those 2 free fights.
Oh, I'm maxing out the Higugan for vintage. He's not here to hear it. But the 3-star Higugan, the Higugan.
The
I just call it Higugan because he did that once in his video, and I always thought it was hilarious because I always liked it was Ryu's move in what's it called, Mortal Kombat.
That's Hadouken, but okay.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I just like the way they say it. Anyway, but yeah. Right there. I'm maxing it. Eventually. Street Fighter Frantic, yes. I know, I stopped what I was saying real quick. All right, NTG Ghost, thank you for joining. Torito, what's up? And then Zab came out. That's right. What's up?
This is what, Churros here?
Yeah, with his ... There's the winter wardrobe. If you ever want to know, I kept the winter wardrobe collection.
I deleted all mine. I got a couple pieces out of TOW and then deleted them.
Hmm.
I remember when those first came out, Jotun, man. I mean, his skills were so weirdly random, and then it just made it worse with those random relics, too.
I'm still missing Jotun. I need him. No. Jotun. I need Krampus.
Oh, you need Krampus?
Oh, you could have got him at the Halloween event.
I chose to finish my other Pantheon instead of that one. Because I figured Krampus would come back around for Christmas.
He did. Didn't he come out for...
No.
You could get Krampus. There was a certain way you could get Krampus. Wasn't it in...
Yeah, that was for Halloween.
That was closer to the Halloween event, not Christmas.
Oh, really? I could have
'Cause he
sworn
was
you still had an
part- he
option to
was in
get it
the,
at some point.
He was in the Bone Dregs event,
Oh.
and instead of getting Krampus, I grabbed I forget what the Void Titan was that I needed for the collection.
That was either Hades or the Shield
Hades.
and Sword Egyptian Titan.
But yeah, I grabbed something for a different collection, thinking Krampus would come back around for Christmas, and then he didn't. I was like, well, that sucks.
Going through my dupes. I know, it's super awesome, right? Just going through. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I may end up having to forge Titans before the end of this event. I'm not sure my treasury is going to be able to hold all of them.
Yeah. Well, that used to happen all the time before, but now I understand what you mean. It used to not be. It used not to be a major issue with the Titans in the treasury. You just used to always still have a lot of relics in there too. But yeah, with the new relic storage space, yeah, the Titan situation may become.
Oh, it was Wadjet. That was the other Titan.
Oh.
Wadjet wasn't a collection piece, though.
Oh,
No, it wasn't Wadjet that I got and that I grabbed.
Well, those were the 3 Titans, because I remember researching them to decide which one to get.
I said then it must have been Hades. I remember grabbing something I needed for a collection, and there was 2 that I needed for collections, Krampus and I guess it was Hades.
Okay.
Darn it. 1 ping pong partner down. Ooh, here's one.
Oh, we're going to have to do more battles.
Yep. Time for more battles.
More battles.
You're almost there. Another level and a half, 2 levels.
Yeah, it's like a level and a half. It's alright. We can give it another, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do any more battles at the, for, the Conquest, though, because it seems like those drops aren't all that great. I'd rather try my chances out here on the lands.
Yep. Now I'm working on the 2 arcs.
Are you leveling them both up?
Yeah, might as well.
We do need more Pantheon collections, Austin Bird, but the thing is, the only ones they're most likely going to be concentrating on is giving us one for the Archmages, and then after that, I don't know if they're going to give us anything besides that. They only gave us one for the Dragon Slayers, and that was it.
Yeah, true. The last time they actually updated like a lot of stuff was during the War Gods, right after the War Gods.
And like, what could they even do?
The Egyptian collection.
Correct. They gave us a bunch of different meta collections as well as the War Gods collection.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they made the collection relic for the Archmages to be Ron Gamer's relic I know I keep bringing that up periodically, but that'd be insane. Because it would make it so.
It'd be really bad if they made that the collection relic, though.
Why would you think that? Just because it's better to just put it in an event?
Then, I was say, if they make it the Pantheon relic, then you would have had to have done all the Archmages to get it, and I know a lot of people may not have done that.
It's true.
I mean, to make the honorable relic something that not everyone could just get.
I guess they could just make it an event would be a better idea then.
Either an event or just a free gift, even saying, "Hey, we did this for the."
I thought the 3 stars should be thrown out as a gift, and then the 4 stars in the event as a solo war. So you don't have to do it. Don't feel obligated to have to do it for your team. So, because that's the one.
Be the first time we get a relic for an accomplishment in the game. Like, you do X amount of this or something like that.
Could do something.
Rather than just collecting Titans, but, for actually playing the game, we get stuff. Achievements.
What's up, Mr. Maga? Sorry.
We need achievements in this game.
I agree. Achievements, and actually, if they gave achievements and if they gave, what's it called? What was it? A pass system. Because I don't know why they feel like a pass system is not a good idea. It's something that's implemented in many other games. It's pretty much multiple different types of businesses use a subscription-based system, or it just works. And it's not too expensive, and a lot more players like to jump on something like that when they know that they're getting a lot of good in-game rewards every day for being in some sort of system like that.
Exactly, and I think that'd be cool. And that can also be where they can introduce. Because they've got such awesome artwork in the game, right? Mm-hmm. And all that. If they can just introduce some cosmetics, remember that's one of the cool things about Throne Wars. Remember, the winners, their castles were gold, and they got titles. All that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing that kind of stuff in there, where you can add a title to your castle, or, I don't know, you can name your lands or whatever. Well, that might lead to some bad stuff.
No, yeah, you can't name lands, but
doing something, some cosmetics, things that don't change. You don't need them to win the game. It's not going to make you a better player, but it's something you can strive for. It's things you can get, a little more personalization in the game. Because especially, as longtime players, at least for me, man, after a while, it's I don't even know what I play because I like all you guys, what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I enjoy collecting stuff. I guess it's, since I'm a collector, I'm addicted to collecting these things, I guess. Yes. But overall, what am I actually doing? Every week it's the same thing. I tap a screen for 10, 15 hours, it's like just do. There's only so much strategy. And once, and even that's limited to a certain kind of Titan and relic setup. It's not like even game mechanics, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You just need to add something else. Like I said, if I can sit there and be striving to make my Titan look cooler, or change change something a little bit here or there, it's oh wait, I don't mind grinding this extra 500 axis.
Yeah, customization does make a huge difference, and that is something that would be a lot more. It would be nice to be able to customize, at least, because nobody can see inside your castle. Okay, many other base building type games you can. So without being able to see inside of someone's castle, there was ways to modify the outside of your castle in ways that make it more unique. Players would enjoy that.
I think it would be really cool to have a mine-enabled Mines of Moria from Lord of the Rings. Honestly, that would be awesome.
It's possible that's happened, just for the simple fact that it's just a random generator that does all those names.
Yeah. If we could, that would be a land that I would have anchored.
Colored castles? I've also mentioned that... There we go, a 4-star. Let's get some more of those 4 stars. I've also mentioned... Hey, Theogen, thank you for joining. I've mentioned that it would be interesting to see whether they implement this as just a different like a certain event, like a week-long event that they do this, where they release elemental lands. Okay? I keep bringing this up because I just think it would be cool. All right? And each elemental land, like, because why do you make a big deal about certain lands with certain troops that generated on them? It's because the Titans that buff that certain type of troop, it's like having just some more troops that they already buff. You know, the Horde land for Rostam, or, you know, all sorts of different, like just Horde as the base troops on the land. So that's one thing that people already look out for and try to set up as defenses. But what if the land itself was a volcanic fire land, or a ice land, or a storm land, which is like a farm, but with like a big cloud over top of it, and it's got lightning bolts shooting down. Like, each one of these lands would give a specific boost and debuff against certain, like, it would be a lightning land would be a big buff to lightning. You know, it would do, extra to your lightning storms. It would give your lightning troops more damage, and it would give them, I don't know, a couple different things. You can add some lightning storms to your battle, whatever. So these land, and then there would be also a debuff as well. The debuff on each one of them would also be against a certain element, which means, for instance, the lightning land, it's the whole rock, paper, scissors situation. So the lightning land, if you went in with, I don't know, pick an element that would...
Gaia.
Not Gaia. You're talking about Earth?
Yeah.
Okay, so Earth would have a, I don't know, something like... Could put some sort of debuff in there where it's either, minus AP or minus something, but have some sort of negative thing with each one of the lands as well, making it so that they have a little bit more of an advantage. So then that would just change things up a little bit. I don't know, just some way to make things different, to give your Titans more of an advantage on defense, so that the attackers that come in have to think a little bit more. I can't take in Earth element. I need to do something different. And actually, you might make the debuffs on all the lands random, to be honest. If you make each elemental debuff random to each island, then that'll make it so that people really would have to watch what they go in with. Because most people don't. If you have one Titan that is just crushing everything, you don't have to watch anything. You just go in. Well, if you have to think about it, I think that would make the game a little bit more interesting. Or maybe a little bit more strategical. Maybe. So. Master B asked Ethiopian if he has any leaks. He said, I wish. Yeah. I don't know. I think that idea is interesting, and they could do something with it. I don't know if anybody was talking, but I might, for some reason, Discord might have stopped there for a second.
So I'm in and out.
It's still here. Yeah, it's still working.
But yeah, that's one thing. That's one idea that I've thought about and rolled around in my head every once in a while as a possibility that they could do something. Other than that, I mean, they're just going to, a lot of the skills, it just seems like it's just going to go higher and higher and higher, which has been predicted years in the past, that was going to be the majority of what the major changes when it comes down to Meta Titans and the future of this game is going to be.
Which I can understand, and that's why I suggested a long time ago, and obviously I don't think the developers are going to do it. One second, Mia. Is that if they made like a, I don't know, like how we have the Adventurers Guild, right? With the Adventurers Guild, and we can do certain missions. They have certain missions. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Sorry.
Right now. I'll have to give you my suggestion in a second. Hold on, guys.
Just like everything else in Dawn of Titans, children are subject to change. We're getting there, though. We're just going to keep battling. Got to keep going. Get more 4-star relics, 3-star relics.
Yeah. The wife went back to work this month, so I've been house dad with the 3 kids, 2 cats, freaking dog. It's like, and right now, I don't know what's her deal, man, but she is just not happy about everything right now.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, like I was saying, real quick while I have a moment of quick silence here.
Go ahead.
If they created in that Adventures Guild, maybe have certain game modes that are in there that you can only do with 1-star Titans or only with certain kinds of elemental Titans, whatever. But to where it forces you to have a roster, it forces you to level those Titans up and play with them a bit, and it breaks you out of just I just gotta use whatever the most meta Titan is, and that's it. You know what I'm saying, all the time. Then I just grind to the next one, and that's all it's going to be. I mean, because it is just more power on more power. They're getting, now I feel this meta is all about just dropping as many troops as possible because, we got to add more stuff on the screen. But it's not like you have to move the troops around better, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, your time's up. Your time's up, Don Seagon.
I like that suggestion. I like
it. All right, so I have another idea, and it's not exactly anything brand new. It's been used plenty of times in other games. But we could also see something where they do a team-oriented event where everybody on your team selects 5 Titans. And they have you go into battles with each one of those 5 Titans, and your score is then... it could be a multi-day event, it could be a one-day event, but each one of your 5 Titans can only be used one time, and each battle is maybe progressively harder, so you most likely would choose your best Titan to fight last. But your score in each one of these battles is combined, and that again is added to your team score, and then you're ranked. What do you think about that?
I think that's pretty cool if they made it also a solo version as well for those that aren't part of alliances.
Okay.
Especially, I should say, if the rewards are alliance-based, like based off alliance ranks, that's one thing, it's like an alliance war. But also having a solo version of something kind of like that, I thought would be kind of cool to do the same thing. Like I thought, almost like an assault or a conquest. Mm-hmm. But but it doesn't stop right until all let's say you go with your 5 Titans. I have 5 Titans. And the first one goes out. As soon as that one gets dropped, I'm able to drop the next Titan, and he keeps on going until I'm done with all of them. So I could, in a sense, I kind of choose my order, but I have no idea what the enemies are going to be. So that kind of adds in that randomness. Like, oh crap, I dropped the wrong Titan early. I should have saved him for later, but you don't know what's going to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, interesting.
So survival. Remember how we had that one that was like the straight survival for a while when on the Urukar you can. Only like 1 or 2 people were able to earn him.
Trials of Power, yeah, Trials of Power.
Yeah, something like that. Trials of Power, but but in this case they let you, like I said, choose a roster of 5 of your best Titans. Or you know what? 4 Titans. You have to have 1 1-star, 1 2-star, 1 3-star, and 1 4-star Titan. To participate. And so like, I gotta make sure I maximize my 1-star Titan. It'll probably be something like a Cryos, with the troops. So I'll probably take him. Something like that. Who knows? I mean, you can get real creative if they wanted to, I would think. I just feel like they don't want to.
Because other games have definitely made it so that you have a reason to have a roster, because you take that roster in, you only can use the Titan once, and then that's it. And then other Titans have to be able to pull their weight for you to be able to get a good score. Not just one Titan does everything. That's
exactly.
Well,
I feel you. I mean, like right now, dude. I mean, what good are 1-star Titans, 2-star Titans, even some 3-star? I mean, like, what really use are they to most players? They're not even really stepping stones. I mean, you got brand new players. All they want is a 4-star Titan. It's like, why even bother with the other ones? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also way easier to get a 4-star Titan nowadays.
Yeah, but like I said, but it's not impossible to get one sooner rather than later. And it's like, I mean, really, what's the point of having this different rarity of Titans? I mean, why not just start off with a 4-star Titan? But like I said, the Titan Hall limits how high you can level them anyways. So even a beginning player can have a 4-star Titan. It's not going to go very high. I mean, I don't see the point in even bothering with a 1-star Titan then.
Except Kobar. Max your Kobar. Just saying. Drifty says, Crystallis, Mahaha, Tarhoon's Gaia. No duplicates. That's 4. What would your 5th be? Drifties. Zabava? But what if they did events where, not just events, but or like such things like you were saying before, where you could only take in maybe a Ice Titan. You know what I mean? What if they made those events that we're referring to that made them elemental events where you had to bring in 5 Ice Titans? So some players may actually have to bring in 3-star Ice Titans because they don't have enough 4-star Ice Titans. So, or there's a requirement that you have to bring in a 3-star Ice Titan, along with your 4 stars. I don't know.
Or if they made it to where you can only bring in one of each class. I can only bring in 1 Paladin, 1 Ranger, 1 of each class. That's all I can have.
Oh, yes. For all the ones that like to stay in one class all the time. Oh, man, I'm a champion guy. Or, oh, I'm a ranger guy,
Yeah. Well, something that forces you to... I mean, it doesn't... like, but the whole thing is... And even then, make it to where you don't have to do that part of the game, if you don't want to. But giving more options, I mean, to have players stay in the game more and do stuff. I mean, rather than, right now, my only option is to grind. Just I'm just going to keep grinding, I guess, to level up some relics or something. And that's the only option I really have. That kind of bites. I mean, I'm glad that they added, like, that Adventures Guild thing and they have, like, the weekly thing. That was a cool thing. But that's all they did with it. They could do more with that. I don't know why they don't.
Agreed.
But like that, I think that goes back to your idea of the pass. If they did like a weekly pass or a monthly pass we paid for, a little subscription, let's say it's like $3.99, $4.99, even $9.99 a month, right? Mm-hmm. But you have access to certain adventures and game modes that you only can do if you have the Game Pass.
Yeah. They would like that. We would like that. See, that's what you have to find. You have to find things that actually would work for everybody. As much as we love to say we'd like this, this, and this, if it doesn't seem really feasible, which means profitable, on the other end, they're not going to bother. That's the only problem. So,
I don't know. I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I think that would be one of the best of both worlds. And I lean. I'm middle. Like I'm kind of like you, right? I'm a picky spender. I don't spend all the time. Mm-hmm. I spend very little, as much as I can. I try to spread my money out. Like I'll buy the jetpack so I can do a portal surge, and I try to live off those freaking portal stones for as long as possible, and just grind things. But like I said, I mean, it's impossible to have us all free to play because obviously the game has to make some money. But you also don't want to be pay to win either because you need the free. You have to have that balance. But I can see some people being salty about it. But at the same time, it's like, hey, if I'm going to pay to play the game, let's say with the Game Pass, well, I mean, there should be some reward for monetarily supporting the game. Correct. Just like there's reward for free to play. Hey, man, we put as a free to play player, you can still get the best time.
Other games see that as a VIP system that has tiers. But yes,
there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being rewarded for helping keeping the game alive.
Right. Yeah. No. there should be some sort of VIP or whatever. But yeah, not. I don't know.
But not to where it's pay to win. Like we're only if you're you can win everything. It's like no. I mean, as a free to play player, if I'm willing to be, really put my time in, because time is money. Hey man, time is money. I'm investing my time.
That's
if I'm willing to do that.
In all honesty, the what's it called? Your avatars, possible skin changes, stuff like that can easily
extra
be
portals.
Stuff that benefits you as well in the game, such as extra portal stones, would be great. But yes, I think certain items where it doesn't make you OP, but makes you more unique. If you have things that people that are putting money into the game, that are helping the game out to survive, if you're getting special things just because you're helping the game out that are making your player unique, I think people would enjoy that. As well as stuff to help you out in the game. There's nothing wrong with getting a bunch of extra portal stones.
Not saying put like some sort of game breaking as part of that reward, but like extra portal stones or extra gems or something.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Darshigan?
Goodbye.
Oh, you're leaving Artemis? Okay. I've been watching the whole stream. Next time I start that same map again, it looks like the Imperials make the shape of a person when they go up to attack the Titan. You'll see. You'll see what I mean next time when I do this same map again.
Oh, that map. Yeah.
And now I got to see if I can get it again.
I accidentally hit gem refresh.
But I hope everybody's getting as many battle drops as they possibly can. Enjoying the extra relic storage that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Make good use of it. Fill it up multiple times. And if you're interested in getting 3 poison prestige food and have the time to do so, go ahead and take this conquest to level 10.
Trying.
Get that forest carving.
Yep. I'm trying to get that extra forest carving is the main thing.
Yeah. Then go for it. If you don't, you make it to 8, still get some poison prestige food and get ranked in top 10,000. Probably get 2 poison prestige food. That'll probably be that'll probably be me.
What's it called? That extra Titan usually goes to everyone that's like 7, I think.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not doing cat pong, Churro. I'm not a cat pong guy. But people who do cat pong do benefit with being able to do more battles.
Yep. What I'm doing.
Especially if you don't care.
After the sheer number of battle drops.
Yeah, if you don't care about the Titan XP, that's fine.
Nope. I say it is a trade-off, but yeah, I'm just going for the sheer numbers.
You set up the VPPP? Oh, thank you, Churro. I'm just trying to... I got my Hornet up to like 8 and 1/3. Something like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get that. I'm trying to get more battle drops. Bit more. Just a bit more.
Please, sir. Can I have some more?
How many more do I... 1553? I probably can win, but my progress... I'm just looking to see if there's any more portal stones in the next one. Nah. We're going to only get them here at 6. So used to all these Portal Stone rewards from the regular events. Now that I see the ones that are in Conquest, I'm like, they're not that many. 100 Portal Stones at level 6. This should be like 250.
Well, that's because you burn them a lot faster here.
So spoiled with the higher numbered Portal Stones that we get in the regular events now.
Oh, these are still the regular number. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I forgot they increased it during the Alliance War.
Yeah, because Alliance War, you're getting you get the first 50, and then you get 125, and 175, and 200, and 300.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second. You know what I mean? You end up getting...
This is still like 25, 75.
Yeah, 20... Yeah, it's a lot less here. The numbers are... Not saying you can't get paid in Conquest. You can.
Yeah, exactly.
You can still get paid.
If you're cat-ponging, then yeah, you can do the whole event for like 4,000 gems or something like that.
Yeah, you can still make out very well in this event.
Yeah.
Now I had to get VP Saturday and Sunday, and a majority of it was actually yesterday. I got like 1.8 mil VP yesterday, just in straight VP PP land raids.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know because of Cat Pong, I'm gonna be well behind the VP mins, so I'm gonna have to catch up on the weekend.
Oh yeah, that will make a big difference. But otherwise, I would have had a bit more Portal Stones. It's alright.
I need to find that nice balance of what's it called, of farming VP and doing battles.
Oh, see, I constantly I'm rotating my.
You started talking about VP and churros in chat, going, "Ah, crap, VP."
Yeah, right. What's it called? I constantly am getting new lands all the time. I mean, some players concentrate on that, some players don't, but I'm always rotating through my stuff all the time. Since I'm streaming, I'm sure that most of my VP lands have been getting hit. I become quite the target sometimes. People just light up my
houses.
Well, no, I don't mean my garrison so much as just the simple fact that people just love lighting up my lands. But I don't mind because I'm also looking for besides from collecting all the VP on a regular basis, I'm also looking for a depletion bonus. So.
I haven't been getting that many warp stones out of this event.
Oh no, not too many. I've gotten from what you've seen here on the stream, I've gotten a few. I think I got one double tonight so far.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple doubles, but they're very far apart.
No triple this event.
Yeah, I haven't hit that triple yet.
I do get them though every once in a while.
So they are out there.
Not like the 4-star Titans in the Monument. I have never gotten one.
No, I have yet to hit one.
Ever.
Yeah, I have never pulled a 4-star out of the Monument.
Ever. All right, let's see where we're at.
The game heard me. Now it gave me a warp stone.
See? And as soon as you get a warp stone, make sure you do the next battle until you don't get any more warp stones. That's all I have to say. Just do it. We're doing it. We're going to get it there. It's going to happen. Right now, I don't know. We'll see. That's questionable. We'll see how many relics I got. It's halfway through 8. Now we're on the downslope to 9. I'm out of 2 stars. I know. Hopefully we'll get pretty close to 9, if not over 9. We'll see what happens. I know I got some 4-star drops in there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but those you have to actually go through and search for.
Yeah, I know. Those suck.
They're not as easy to pick out.
Vambrace, boom.
Oh, sorry, guys. In and out.
It's all right.
Oh, well, my daughter, I love her, my older daughter. She's trying to help me out, and so I was trying to make mac and cheese, and she comes in, she said, "Well, the mac and cheese is ready." I was like, "What do you mean it's ready?" She said, "I put it together for you." And I'm like, "Did you put in the ingredients?" And she's like, "Yeah, I put it all together." I'm like, "Well, how much did you use?" Like, "I don't know. I just grabbed some of the butter and some other pasta in there."
Do some of this and some of that.
Yeah, she said, "Well, those are the ingredients." Well, then, technically that's the ingredients, but how much did you use? Anyways.
Awesome.
Okay, it works, right?
Yeah, as long as they can. I mean, she thinks it's edible. I'm like, all right, that's cool. It tastes.
Yeah,
funky.
if you like it.
You guys like it? Go ahead.
It's just like a giant handful of butter.
Actually, no, it's super dry. She only used like a smidgen of butter and a drop of milk. So it's mostly it's just the cheese powder.
Okay.
Anyways. Oh man, it's just it's interesting trying to juggle this. I'm like, how did my wife do this when I was working all that? Before the coof, I was the one that was always gone working, and she was able to handle all this. I don't know how she did it, man.
Oh, so now you really appreciate.
Well, then again, I mean, she did call and like complain a lot to me. Like, how are you?
Yeah, well,
I'm not too sure. Maybe handle it's a strong word. Maybe it's more like she survived it.
Survived it.
Now it's my turn.
Right.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're into 9. All right. Still got some more grinding. We still got some more grinding. I'm at like 9 and a fifth.
Oh, yeah. You're trying to grind relics so you can get this thing up to level 10.
Just get the Hornet to 10. Yeah. Well, actually, no. It's like an eighth. It's like an eighth of the way to 10. So we got to get more battles. All right. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna.
I'm sure I was asking me to post a picture of what? Post a picture of the mac and cheese?
Yeah. I guess.
You're like, too late. It's already gone.
Would you already?
Yeah, they're actually eating it. I'm like, oh, dude. I mean, I'm like, yeah, that's what you guys want. That's fine by me.
There you go. Get rid of troop and spell warps? Yeah, I have. I always do. I don't know. I don't use any of them.
I keep 3 of each.
Of which ones? Horde?
Just all of them.
Oh, of all of them. Interesting.
I'm sure eventually I'll get too bogged down, but right now I have the room for them.
Of course, getting tons of Titans. Churro did a stream earlier today, correct? Was it only for a little? That's right. That's right. He was on. I was actually in a stream for a little bit, but I feel like there was even 2 more streams before that, right? Because he did 3 today. So
Did you really?
Yeah. And I made a joke. I made a joke on a stream saying Darshigan and I were joking around. What's it called? I said that Churro has a skill that allows him to stream on Monday, or what was it? His streaming ability skill is ×3 on Mondays. But what's it called? Darshigan took it even further. He had some other jokes too, which are good. During Conquest, the Adventure Skill battles also have a chance to drop warp stones.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah. There we go. 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. Or 3-star, 2-star, 2-star. That's not bad. Dude, my streaming ability. Yes, I know. Churro. It's off the chain when you're able to stream from mobile device as well. And get it in. It's also how the wife and kids won't know that you're also streaming there, Churro. Get that extra couple streams in on the go. I was going to say, soon as Conquest ends and right before the new event starts on Thursday, sometimes I collect lands in the morning and I get warp stones and I'm like, well, these are useless.
Yep. Yeah, because the warp stones continue for like the next 2 or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Or my favorite, the warp stones you get from Plinth 10.
Yeah.
You're like, well, probably not going to use them.
They're only useful if you get there early enough to actually do the, what's it called? The, whatever that extra level is.
The echoes.
The echoes, there you go.
The echoes of don't bother. I mean, the only reason players go above and beyond is for higher rank rewards at this point. The echoes don't pay off for the amount of effort that's put into them and or finances.
No. I've never gotten an echo. I usually barely finish if I do.
They call me Mr. Echo. For all the Lost fans out there. But yeah, the Echoes of War. How are you fallen from grace? Oh, I don't need Titans. I guess Warp Stones, but I need relics. More relics.
Yeah, that's what I'm hunting for. Relics and Warp Stones.
We gotta love how Crystallis, when she throws those ice balls, she gets she like blasts the troops beyond belief.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I almost feel like
she destroys platoon units, and she has like the range of half the map.
Yeah, when she splatters those platoon units, I mean they fly pretty far.
Yeah, it's great to look at. I just wish her aura and skills would actually work.
There we go. 4-star club levy. Nice. All right.
Yeah, the levies I don't save.
We'll do 2 more battles, and then we'll juice up the portal stones again to 21. Do another 7 battles, and then we should be okay. We'll see how far we can get. So essentially 9 more battles. But we'll see. Maybe 10 if we can generate the portal stones. Yeah, but then it takes like 10 throws to kill a panther or maiden, right, Austin Bird?
Yep.
It's as if when Crystallis throws her ice energy. I'll take the all 2 stars, whatever. When she throws it, it's like when you. This carnival game is probably pretty international. Where you got the 3 milk bottles and you got to hit them just right so that they all just splatter apart and they all fall off the pedestal that they sit on, because, of course, if they don't fall off the pedestal, you don't win. So, it's almost like that, where she throws...
Carnival game is the most rigged things in existence.
Right? That's why it's good to play carnival games at a fundraiser for an organization, to be honest.
Right.
That's why here, at least here in Pennsylvania, almost, well, unless you're in a city, and there's only a few major ones here in Pennsylvania. Other than that, all the other fire companies are all volunteer. So almost all of them have some sort of massive carnival in the summertime to raise money, and
that's cool.
All of them include carnival games because they know that people, when they lose, they don't exactly feel horrible about it. It's not going to...
You expect to lose.
It's not going
Carnival games you do expecting to lose.
Exactly, but in a sense where if you're playing them and it's going to be benefiting the actual fire hall, it's better than it's not going to some toothless guy that's going to get into his jalopy and drag his carnival game to the next town kind of thing. You know. Drifty's best.
Carnival games are just a fun way to donate.
Yeah, well, yeah. more or less.
That's all they are.
Unless you're playing a racing game. Racing carnival games, there's always a winner. I'm going to make a point of that.
Right.
Racing carnival games, it's always fun to play with your family if you can, because especially if nobody else is sitting down, you can sit down at any carnival racing game, and as long as everyone that's sitting down is somebody you know is gonna win. You know? So
right.
And
that's entertaining.
Typically, to those racing games, the more they sit down, so if your group has got like 6 or 10 people, if you all sit down, they'll give a bigger prize. So, if there's different levels.
Right. I remember the one time at Six Flags, I won a 7-foot monkey. My mom was so pissed.
Well, yeah. Okay, what kind of vehicle were you in when you went?
It was a car.
Could you fit it in there?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
We had to, after I won it, we had to bring it back out to the car before, because we weren't going to walk around the park with a 7-foot monkey.
Right. See, that's why I always wondered when people would win something so large if they could actually, comfortably ride home with it.
But yeah. After that, I wasn't allowed to play carnival games anymore.
Like I said, let's grab some more portal stones. I just want to at least make another round of 7, maybe 8 battles, and then we should have enough, and then we'll be good to go. That will be the end, well, more or less the end of my stream, because that was the main goal for tonight.
You're like, I want to get this done before we end.
No, yeah, I want to get it done. I want to get as many battles in as I possibly can as well, but this is the main goal for the stream, is to just make sure that it's done. Zalan, best cheesesteak for you when in town, Tony Luke's is your go-to. I've been to Tony Luke's. It's definitely good. And then you also got... what's it called? Across the way, you got...
I've taken the train in just to go get some Philly cheesesteaks.
I haven't been down to get cheesesteaks in a long time. It's been a couple years. Oh gosh, I gotta remember all there's a couple there. Oh, there's the Prince of Cheesesteaks. Oh gosh, I forget there's 3 different ones.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in.
There's a couple.
Philly.
There's 3 different ones. There's the 2 that are right across from each other, of course.
Right.
And then you also have there's a few other ones sparse around, but the Prince of Cheesesteaks or Princess Steaks, I've been there too, and that's a different shop. That's really good too.
I remember the one I went to was like a block or 2 away from a Dairy Queen. I don't know where that was though.
Yeah, it's been a while. But regardless of where I go, it's always whiz with, and it's always the best. Always. Always whiz with. And if you don't order correctly, people will get mad. So you have to say what kind of cheese you want. So there's some people that say whiz, some people that say American cheese, and some people that say provolone cheese. Those are typically the 3 that are offered. And then you're basically saying with onions or without onions. And of course, these are fried onions. Okay, this isn't just regular chopped up or anything like that. Now, of course, some people are going to say, that sounds horrible, Zalan. And others will say, like Roger, that it's delicious. And it is. It is. But I do whiz with. Very.
Of course. And of course, in the city, everything's shortened because everything's hurried up and in a rush.
Oh yes. Oh, but they make so much money down there. I've never gone when there wasn't a line. Ever.
Exactly. There's always a line.
Ever.
It's like every time I've gone into Chinatown for dumplings. It's like there's always a line.
And after I've gone down there after a Phillies game before, where the Phillies have won, and it's insane. First off, everyone is incredibly happy, and the lines are insane, and everyone's just high-fiving each other everywhere you go. So. This is Crystalis on a PP land? All right. We'll do it.
I mean, she gets rated really fast.
Right, Drifties? I know. Me too. I shouldn't have talked it up too much. Although I also get what's it called? Cheese fries as well, because I also enjoy the same whiz cheese that they're gonna use on the cheesesteak. I'll put it on the fries too.
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course.
Well, I usually do barbecue sauce for the fries.
That's not a bad idea either. So Ryger, have you been grinding the whole time that you've been on the stream?
Yep.
And what's your battle count to now?
I just started a fight.
It's okay.
I'll answer that in about 30 seconds.
I'm going to check mine real quick. Mine's at 80. So I've done 80 battles since I started the stream.
Let's see. Oh, where's the last? Stupid. I am really far down.
Darcy, got your back. What's up?
Yeah, put the little one down. My son is down. My daughter, she's pretty cool. She'll take care of herself. I'm like, oh, finally.
Daddy daycare with Darcy gone.
Yeah, man. Dude, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence if they're going to do a good reskill of hell or if it's just going to be your prestige skills, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking just prestige. I'm hoping just prestige because then it'll make things a lot better. I think. But
if it's just prestige,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm more of a fan of that than.
Did they change any of Valkyrie's skills, or was Valkyrie just a prestige modification?
They changed Valkyrie's skills a bit, I think.
Yeah, because there's multiple versions. So I mean,
right.
It's
so then they may end up.
And they changed Runa's stuff. I mean,
yeah.
So I'm just saying, so far for the Finish Plus, they have changed the Titans.
Right.
And I mean, if it's a Finish Plus, you're going to get her and Axes anyway, so why not reskill her?
That's what I was saying, is you're going to get her anyways, so it doesn't really matter if they make a change.
All right,
It's just a matter of if you feel like leveling up the new Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, but if she's a great attacker and great for PP lands, and that makes it easy to,
serve a purpose of some sort.
Yeah, it makes it a little more fun. Or quicker, I should say.
Right.
Hey, Zalon.
Yes.
What would make battling, like you're attacking, and all that stuff, more fun for you?
More fun for me?
Yeah, from your perspective as a player, for me, it's not really fun necessarily doing, when I do PP rating, all I basically do is I can set almost any Titan loose and not even look at the screen, wait for it to be done, tap the screen for the next land.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What would I be excited about? Well, Throne Wars made me extremely excited because it was team oriented. Everything was all wild and crazy. Discord was up flowing like crazy. But besides from that, I mean, regular war in the game back in the day when I was very much involved in that, that was a lot of fun too because it was very team oriented. But so I would have to say anything that really brings the team together. So it would pretty much be some sort of, I guess, like team-oriented event that was not just ping pong raids.
Raid boss. Give us raid boss back.
Well, raid boss, definitely. I mean, also it was mentioned earlier about dragons being re-added to the game, and reintroduced to the game since that spell that they used before. I still think they should definitely have different colored elemental dragons in Raid Boss and obviously give us that type of challenge. We'll see. We'll see if that ever happens, if Raid Boss ever comes back. But I don't know. I just like that idea that I had earlier about going in with multiple different Titans and having to deal with actually being concerned about each one of the battles because you want your score for, your run to make a run. That's also, too, I was thinking about if you did an event like that, how many times you'd be able to go in. And actually, you know what? I think this is what I was thinking, Darcigon. Your score for it might be a multi-day event, so you can do a 3-day event, like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for this event. And it would be an alliance-based event or a solo-based event. You can do either one. But you would always take your best score of the day, okay? So, for instance, that 24-hour time period for day 1, and then your overall score of all 3 days is how you're ranked. But I honestly think that it shouldn't be just how many battles can you do. It's more like what's the best score you can put up for the day? I think that's an interesting concept because then, of course, you're going to be in competition with yourself as well.
Yeah. See that? I wonder if something like that. I was thinking like how a tournament would work in the game. You know what I'm saying? And be kind of cool. I don't know, something where you actually get eliminated out of, if you don't score well enough or something.
Well, you could also make it so that there are. It would be interesting if they had it so that they did. I don't know. I was thinking like 3-on-3, 5-on-5, where you're smaller groups that represent your team, compete against each other in a same situation where you have to take in a certain amount of Titans and see who can get the best score. But what if they had a situation like this, Darcigon? Like, you know how they give us... There we go. Got some more relics. You know how they give us I was thinking maybe they could just say, here's 5 different Titans. Or this is what I was going to say. You know how they give us all players max 25 level troops and spells to go into certain events such as Assault and Conquest. It's interesting that we could have a situation where they say, here's 5 Titans. Abazut, Freya, name some more. Just here's 5 Titans. You have to pick 3.
Almirand.
You have to pick 3 of them and go into battle against something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. You are not being the one. You're not able to use the Titan that you have. You have to take a Titan that is being provided to you with who knows. Now, would you be able to...
Are the relics going to be on it as well?
Yeah, I'm not certain exactly what we would do on that. What do you think would be an idea for that?
I would. Well, you'd be focusing on what you'd be looking at just relics that just boost just troops in general. You're not going to be looking for anything specific since you're mixing and matching so much stuff.
Well, my question was more along the lines of, were they going to come pre-relic? Like, you're just choosing the Titan, or are you actually going to get to choose what relic you're go on the Titan as well?
I don't know. But I have a crazy idea for something.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that raid situation would work. Go on, Darshigon, go ahead.
All right, so playing on the idea of raid boss, right?
Okay.
But rather than raid boss, let's say it's alliance based, right? So it's like an alliance war, but but each alliance, like that, that castle in the middle that we can hit, and it shows you all the stats for all the players and all that kind of stuff, and you can see who they are. Well, if you click on that during this event, and you guys are able to attack that alliance's main thing. Like, let's say, hey, every player donates one Titan into there, right, or something like that. So rather than even being troops, it's nothing but 50 Titans running around the map, and other alliances can attack that with their Titan, whatever, one-on-one alliance. They're going in there, they're trying to get it. I mean, you're not going to beat 50 Titans. It's just not going to happen probably. But, you're whittling it down like the same HP, like how the raid boss is, right? Where you try to get rid of all the hit points and stuff.
Right.
And slowly as alliances get eliminated, you're out. You're gone. So once your Titans are all dead and all that stuff, your alliance gets kicked out. That way only one alliance can win. And they win it all. It's winner take all. That way also it kind of prevents them, we'll help you out because we'll get second place, you get third place. It's like, no, there is nothing. There's no second place winner, dude. It's just, that's it. But, I don't know, you're attacking something bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty cool.
That way you get to talk to all your alliance. Say, all right, we need more archers in here. We need a couple paladins for this. We need some guardians. They're going to be taking some damage.
I just thought of something else. What if we did? This is just a different mode, just another option. But what if they did a battle royale mode where all you took in was a Titan, and it was you and maybe 2 other alliance members versus 3 opposing alliance members? That was it. No troops, just the Titans, and 3 spells. Maybe 4. I don't know.
It could be cool.
Now, what about the summoning Titans? They be able to summon troops?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, it would be, well, maybe there would be a certain situation or battle types that you could have that. I don't know. I was just thinking of something where it would just be you in a battle, but with other actual people. But they also have mentioned that they would never have live fights one-on-one either.
Yeah, live PvP is tough.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
that was one of my ideas. I thought, but it'd be kind of hard to do because basically like live PvP, let's say you're attacking an island or a land or a garrison, whatever. And I see that. So your alliance here, whatever alliance you're part of, you're attacking my guy, and I see his little lands on fire. And I say, you know what? When his lands on fire, it gives me the option to instantly send a couple of reinforcements. So you're playing, dude, and all of a sudden, blam, blam, freaking 2 Panthers pop up. Like, oh, crap, one of their players has actually seen me attacking. You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
And all that. But then make it to where I can't do that if I'm being attacked by somebody. So now you guys have to work in the alliance. Hey, man, you guys got to make sure everyone's hitting at the same time so they can't possibly send defenders to other lands. Because if I go in by myself, dude, there's 49 other players that are going to be sending defenses on there. I'm not going to win this fight, ever.
That's a good idea. Interesting. Where you can actually affect the battle, but without actually being in the battle.
Exactly. They just show up as reinforcement units, but they pop in all of a sudden. It's as defenders, the machine's doing the defending anyways. It doesn't change anything on the defense side. It's just more defensive units. You would just be shocked, oh crap, where the hell these things come from? It's like, oh dude, their players they're seeing me attack.
Right.
Because then, I don't know. It would make it harder for some of these bigger guys that come in and smash small guys. It's it'd be harder to smash them if they got endless units coming from their friends. It's we might not be big enough to hit you. Your garrison's too powerful.
But you'll time out. But you'll time
I can time you out now, because my friends are helping me.
It'd be cool if they added something like that specifically to the garrison raids. I can't see them doing that to every land, though.
No, maybe just a garrison be fine. That'd be cool. If you see a garrison burning, you can reinforce their garrison. So it's not just sending reinforcements, but your reinforcements are actually helping out on the battlefield as well.
There should be a limit on time. What do you think on that? Should it be something that you can do so many troops every so many hours?
Possibly, to keep it from being abused.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't want it to just be like impossible to take a castle.
Mm-hmm.
But
not impossible. But like I said, but you want to be able to give the little guys a chance. I don't know, like for example, I had this guy. You can always ask a more quote unquote powerful player in your alliance to hit this dude's castle. But it's like, oh man, I want to be able to do it myself, but you can't. I want to stop him from hitting me. So I got to make it more annoying. Because even if, let's say, I had Zalon go beat someone up for me because he keeps hitting my castle. Well, the guy can keep hitting my castle. That doesn't necessarily stop. You know what I'm saying? But if I can make it to where he can't beat my castle now because I'm like, hey, Zalon, rather than going and beating him up, just keep an eye on my castle. If you see it burning, dude, send some troops so he can't beat me. He'll go bother someone else now.
Would be cool. Yeah.
Then they make it to where, you almost want to have players from all around the world that work different shifts. Like, you need to have so many players on at all times.
Well, that's what Throne Wars was about. But yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Throne Wars, as far as the little guy getting picked on, I think Vintage had it nailed. Like, that dishonor thing needs to be a lot more.
Yeah, well, it used to actually be a lot worse, but then it was changed
levels
a while back.
Like hitting someone like 4 or 5 levels below you. They should just not get anything out of the castle.
Either not get anything, or maybe make it to where they have less time. Like for every 10 levels lower than you, you lose a minute on the clock. It's like, you get to the point where it's like, man, I'm going to beat this castle in 30 seconds. And there's a lot.
Yeah, I'm back.
I don't know. Losing time is one thing, but most of these raids are being done in a minute or two anyway. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so maybe knock it down enough.
They would have to drastically reduce the time for that to be a disincentive.
Well, most of the time they're not really going for your resources. They're going maybe for VP or just to burn your castle and quote unquote bubble you. You know what I'm saying? And all that. It's more about them just being able to bubble you than anything else. It's like, oh, wow, you can beat my castle with your freaking P10 Crystallis. Ooh, And all. Maybe you can make it to where, oh, dude, that'd be cool. If you can make your castle immune to a certain kind of element, then you can't send in your P10 Crystallis. You better send in something else. Not, you might be able to beat me with him, but can you beat me with your P10 this or your P whatever that? I don't know. Make a land more.
But that's getting more into that whole rock paper scissors, which we keep saying.
Well, they need that.
Part of the game. Which is supposed to be here, but it's just not. They keep coming out with Alpha Attacker into Alpha Defender.
Yeah, well, even if they couldn't do rock paper scissors necessarily, they should at least make it to where, let's say I'm an Elithan, some ice elemental. I should have more base ice defense. I should be defending against my own element at least. I should be used to ice. I'm an ice damn titan.
Only be relevant to Panthers. Panthers do nothing to Panthers. It's ridiculous.
I think this was the way they work as units, man. They just poke the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to stab the ground 1,000,000 times. Teach the ground a lesson.
Well, it's interesting because I was doing some research on the game when they first developed it, and just kind of looking into it. And originally, the Titans weren't really. It was about all the troops, right? And the Titans weren't really a big deal. And that's why I think the way the game was kind of already formulated, to me, it seems like the Titans are just stat sticks. You know, they're relic bags to hold the relics for the troops. They buff troops. You know, I mean, unless it's like a hardcore single attacker, for the most part, the Titans are just there to buff your troops. And it's all about the troops and getting your troops moving around and making them strong enough and dropping some spells. But the Titan himself is not really that important.
Which is why traders, I guess, weren't very popular, because the Titan wasn't meant to be the focus.
Exactly. Well, yeah, the focus was the troops, but then they started working the Titans, and they said, "Oh, this is pretty cool having Titans," and they threw it in there. But I think they're just basically like a bigger unit. It would have been better, I think, if they would have actually said, let's treat it like an actual unit and make the Titans have their own thing, so they're actually useful on the field. So remember, for a long time, well, I should say when I was smaller, when you're supposed to be a beginner player, that Titan is useful. Your troops might be dead, but your Titans are going around still doing a bunch of stuff and taking care of business. But not when you're at the end game. At the end game, dude, I mean, the only thing you're trying to do is keep your Titan alive if they have an aura effect. Other than that, you can care less.
Pretty much.
It would be interesting if, like, all the buffs that a Titan gave, not just the aura effects, but all the buffs, if the Titan dies, the troops lose it completely. None of them. Like the health, the armor piercing, resistance, gone. As soon as that Titan drops, it's gone.
The totem down. Totem goes down, everything goes down.
Exactly. Just gone. So, I mean...
All right, I'm putting in one of each banner. Ice, fire, earth, forest, or poison, forest, and void. I'm not throwing in the ones that have troop damage on them. So, because that's
the iron.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Venador's on.
What's up, Venador?
Yeah.
What's up?
I pulled the best attack relic in your opinion of the Hornet. All right, well, I'm about to max it because I am so happy to have finally a 5-star Berserker relic that's not Shadow Dancer. All right.
I got Forsetti's.
Yeah, I have Forsetti's axes.
I'll have Axes of War by this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah, can't wait. There it is. There's the maxing.
You still got the elixirs in there, dude?
Yeah! Elixirs for life.
Biggest collector ever.
You realize, too, if I didn't do YouTube, if I wasn't on here at all, I probably wouldn't keep some of the things that I keep, but I do,
right? Because
I can at least show them, and people will ask me, "What are they?" And I will say, "Well, I'll tell you a story."
Well, that's why I still have some of my Throwmore relics. I have some of those pendants.
Oh, you got the pendant? Well, I busted that out earlier. See, I kept the one specific one because it was it looks exactly like the Warrior's Ring, the Divine Ring, the 2-star. So, and I got Urkon's notes next to it.
Oh, dude! Yeah.
I still got some.
I remember that.
I got some Urkon's notes.
Oh, so they changed it, though. Now it's Titan XP on Victory, period. For a while there, it was just for him, remember?
Oh, yeah. I think it was just for...
When it first came out, it was just for him.
It's hanging out on Skolnar, waiting for a reskill. Alright. So it's maxed. It is official. Bask in its glory. No. Better than Shadow Cancer, yes. Did you make sure that was not the Imp Avalanche? It wasn't the Imp Avalanche. It was the Titan. That was the level 2. You also have Urkon's notes, Grisho George? Nice. Grisho George, you did a live stream earlier. I was able to jump in, like, I think for a few seconds while I had a little bit of service, but I wasn't even able to type anything in. But, yeah, because it's not good service in some of the areas that I work. But I did see you were live, and you were doing it up. So that's awesome, Grisho George.
Was that in between one of the 5 or 6 or 7
churro streams?
Churros.
Yeah, probably. I think it was because I missed out on a majority of those churro streams.
It's like, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah, I didn't know he did that many. I was on for one of them.
It was a bit much.
I think I bounced from 2 of them. So, that's journalist. So I waited for the next one to start, and then I waited. That one fell apart, and then went to the next one.
All right, I got to roll. I'm gonna do this one last battle, and because I got another stone in the meantime while we were forging away.
What? You're not gonna equip it on one of your Titans and attack with it? What the heck?
I guess I could. All right, we could do that.
I want to see this Hornet in action.
All right. We can do this.
Put on a 1-star Cryos.
No. 1-star Cryos. I think I know what we're gonna do. Chorito, you still in stream? Let's see. We're gonna toss it on. I love how I know I still have 2 of the old. Do you? Right, Obizad? I'm glad. And I wanted to make a thing when it came down to Conquest to make a point to make sure that I leveled it up, so. Churro's still here, okay, cool. Let's see.
Churro's there.
He's a willing volunteer, of course. Alright, so. There it is. It's on Mahaha already. So, but I didn't raise Mahaha past P7. So,
It would have been crazy if these bug relics made your Titan into that bug. So you're freaking.
no, I didn't get 2 of Venador. I just have 1. You just got the Hornet relic too, Grisho George. Congrats.
Awesome. Yeah, the Hornet and the Dragonfly are like the 2 best relics.
Scorpion's coming in pretty close too. People are liking that.
Scorpion is also really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I think Hornet and Dragonfly are still just the best.
Let's see what you got here, Chorito. It's a Necro. I mean, yeah, so. What else has he got?
It would be cool with the 5-star relics, the altars. If you can only pull 1 of each until you had all 6 or whatever it was, then you can start pulling doubles at random.
That'd be cool.
What's up, Speakerface?
I feel like people would do more pulls if they knew they weren't going to get a duplicate.
Yeah, that way you can get 1 of each. And then after that, then it's random. And you might get the same freaking 1 4 more times in a row after that, but at least you have 1 of each.
Right.
What? 28,000 gems, divine gems right now to get that. Almost.
Yeah, wow. I've actually never. Out of the polls I've made, I have not repeated a Titan class. Huh.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
What's up? Did we lose the lawn?
No, I'm right here.
I was watching this fight.
Still crap. Still crap.
Is this Churro's Castle?
This is Churro's P10 Necro versus my P7.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, chance.
I got housed. Boom. I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I know.
Come on, Zalon, you should really practice more.
I know. I should practice so much more. I know. So much more. But I don't. Alright, so... What's it called? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if there's a blog post tomorrow, and if there's going to be anything that pops up on my what's it called? My dev account.
On his dev account.
My dev account. Yeah.
He admitted it.
Freudian slip, dude. Freudian slip.
Freudian slip. It happened. I want to see what else.
Where's Shy to timestamp it?
Timestamp it.
Zalon admits he's a dev.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that's the thumbnail, dude, for this one, this stream and everything. You gotta do it. I was like, I knew it.
Airphone. We knew it.
Right.
All of a sudden, blog comes out tomorrow. Zalon is not a dev.
Yeah.
Do you think any of the devs are actually playing this game?
If they were, we wouldn't have such unbalance.
Yeah, you know, you'd think like every once in a blue moon you might run into an actual like dev. I remember for a while, like how Matt had his castle out there and stuff.
I mean, it'd be cool.
No. He's gonna drop all of them right there.
And yeah, it would show that they have the potential to actually be testing stuff, but I don't think they are.
Nope.
Dude, those Horde are just demolishing you, man.
Yep. Bad.
Oh well. It's like,
trust me. This will be my new thing. It's just gonna be just constantly playing with them all the time. Because of course I don't. I haven't been playing with them for a while. So it's just gonna be doing a lot of that. You
didn't have a reason to.
All the time. But anyway, I just wanted to see what I could possibly do. Just because I know Chance and Churro don't mind whatsoever.
But also, you got to remember, Mahaha is now technically one meta behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is also true. But we'll see.
That's the one thing with them having like the Archmages all being Rangers, basically. That's the only thing that kind of bites. It's like, you're not going to get all these relics. I personally don't see any reason why you can't have an Archmage that has a different class. I mean, in a sense, but still say, still an Archmage. I mean, if they can make Rangers / Archmages, why couldn't they sit there and say, well, this guy's also a spellcaster, but he's a berserker.
Right.
He dual wields freaking wands.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here in the near future if they decide to do something like that. But, alright, DOT community, I gotta go. I wish I could stay longer and do more battles for Conquest, but I have to go to bed. So, up in 5 hours. So, alright, DOT community, I will talk to you all again very soon. Hopefully tomorrow night or Wednesday. We'll find out soon enough with the blog, and or I'll do a Friday night stream for the event anyway. So, talk to you all again very soon. Have a good one.